Would you rather be attacked by a badger with a crossbow or a bear with a shotgun?
I'd say badger with a crossbow.
I would absolutely say badger with a crossbow.
I don't think
even
its
need to pause
limbs
and
work
think.
enough, right? I don't think could it pick up the crossbow and then use it.
I think it would be, but a shotgun is going to be hard, and the bear's never going to get its claws in.
Oh,
Yeah, the bear will
that's
get
the
frustrated
point.
and throw it away, and then
And then
crack
maul you.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas a badger can only
Okay.
give you mild TB.
Mild
I've got
TV.
Would you rather live your ideal life, but you get kicked in the genitals once an hour, every hour, or
That is my ideal life.
live the life that you have now?
Well,
DD.
seeing as we're here recording this now, I'm going to have to say now. Yeah, fantastic. Hello, everybody. How is everybody? With New Year, new D&D, episode 20.
New would you
Whoa.
rather?
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. It's all good. I was doing a bit of the catch up, and I realised it's been a couple of weeks since last time. I'm sort of going, oh shit, what happened?
I have no idea.
But actually, we've done a lot since we started. In terms of just general plot line, it's actually been fairly impressive. We'll have to do like a big recap sometime, but
Voiceovers. Yes.
Yeah,
Get Sam to do some drawings.
The land of Xerieos.
we'll do it with sock puppets. It's the best way it's going to
Oh,
go.
good God.
What the socks we're wearing now.
That's fine, I'll dust off the baritone narrator voice.
You've got a good one.
In the land of Xerieos.
Oh, yeah, you win.
Yeah.
It was a worse sort of recap from non-baritone Harris over here.
Is that what they called you at school?
It was so
They called me much worse.
Cool, these
Sam will
boys.
testament to. I was about a week passed between the end of the Yibrit tournament and you guys got up to sort of fairly decent amounts in Yibrit in your spare time. Theren spent a lot of time communing with Perith. You had a bit of time meditating, trying to reconnect with that divine spark, and had limited success with it. A certain
Story of his life.
understanding, but as well as seeing Kazaki in the Yibret stockade, you saw multiple times dip blue on one occasion, although the guards seem less than hospitable in terms of, making sure she's comfortable and with visitors.
And who would turn down this face?
I know, with that food that you brought as well. Just terrible. You also spent a lot of time, and everybody did actually, teaching Blue how to use a two-handed weapon to various degrees of difficulty. Where are we now? We're at 4,
Oh, at
I
4.
think?
4 out of
4. We said
10.
10. We said 10 and we'd get there.
You just said 5. That would have...
As well as sending a mysterious message back to Harpley, which has been registered.
Dad, can you hear me?
Blue, you spent your time trying to learn how to
Need a
sword
favour.
fight. You were beginning to pick it up with sheer tenacity, if nothing else. But you also helped with picking up a lot of supplies and healing potions where perhaps the rest of the party may have
yeah.
forgotten to do so.
I gave you 2.
Did you?
Exactly.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Aubrey, you spent
I'm
your
still
time
carrying
hitting
3.
books and scrolls of
I
Rebrit.
did. It's very unlike me, I know.
Picking up the order, researching the order, and also your own family of Amber Crown, learning bits
I
and
mean,
pieces.
no one else
there.
needs to know about them, so I can find out.
As well as beating up some helpless cloisters in the Cathedral of Toronto. You spent a bit of off time there as well, which you did. You did go and see a couple of places as well, the Midnight Marvel being one of them, the mysterious
Really cool,
magic item shop, the upper sort of districts of Yibrit.
Well, we could afford none of it.
We could afford very little of it. The sort of rickety, chaotic passages, the dog with the sort of weird blinking eye watching you all the time. But you saw some magic items, and actually you went to the Adventurers Guild as well, where you realised that they not only bought and sold random bits from around the world, but also had a small collection of magical items as well. So, when you get...
Theren's anxiety attack.
Exactly, there's way more than you thought, yeah.
This is highly illegal.
That's me,
Exactly. On a chilly autumn morning, you made your way down to the docks on the 11th of autumn to... Well, you met the Captain Sarcha, a tall female dragonborn of a slight but confident personality.
Who fancies Blue?
Well, it says no more. She is the captain of a smaller ship, the Falling Star. Just trying to bring it. I've got so many notes written around, I'm just remembering which one's which. And you all set sail after waiting for your cargo. So you had all been given a quest to travel with the Adventurers Guild as their envoys to escort a noble of some kind to Mount Arnan.
Lady
About-
Riverwall.
Lady Riverwall.
Someone just
exactly.
read his notes.
Yes, exactly. Mount Arnan, about a week and a half sail south. You spend about a week there and then escort her back. It's a babysitting mission that pays a lot of money. You know very little
It's
about
gonna go horribly
the
wrong.
objective. You
Well,
don't
it
know
has.
who this person is. It could be absolutely nothing. It could be something. You just
Everything, right?
don't know. You briefly introduce yourselves to the crew of the Falling Star, although I'll leave you to sort of play that as you want. But you also met Carmian, the tiefling assistant cum magic user wizard of Lady Riverwall. A sort of somewhat posh, snooty, oppressed, but also proud juxtaposition of emotions from this creature who escorted a large wooden half crate, half pagoda onto the boat, and with a flourish out at sea of darkness magic, the box disappeared and the cargo with it. And so you set sail to the south of Yibret, where after a couple of evenings, alerted on a night's guard, effectively, Blue, your magic giving you a fairly decent shelter in the middle of the deck.
I could have done that for everyone, but I didn't realise.
We learn spells. Spellcasting is the worst bit of spellcasting, is having to learn the spells. It's genuinely the worst bit. But you were interrupted by singing of some kind, but it wasn't singing, it was wailing. It was a horrific noise of two banshees that appeared at the front of the boat, assaulting the party. The crew, very well trained compared to the Athenas, managed to vanish and sort of hide themselves. The captain eventually appeared to lend aid, but not before a battle had raged between you and these undead creatures. With a combination of just terrible constitution rolls. I think Theren, at one point you got hit by the Banshee whale, knocked to 0. Blue picked you up. Aubrey, you were knocked down as well.
Yeah.
Dreadful.
Still down.
See, it's
still
not nice,
down.
is it?
But I've just written down here, there's just 2 words.
Oh, no.
I've just written super smite.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be massive crit. Sam's literally written down 47.
47.
The number
47 damage that Theren managed to
number
pull
to
off
beat.
with a level 1 smite. Paladin's crits
Level 1, baby.
on undead. Yeah, was it 3d8 plus your weapon all doubled?
I just love the smug thing of me going, wait, this is undead, right?
Yeah.
That's another D8 for me.
Exactly.
Just down on
And
the floor, not seeing any of it.
so, we come back into the adventure. And I mean, how would you guys describe the situation right now, Aubrey? How are
I'm
things?
down. I'm unconscious.
Aubrey lying on the deck. Theren, you're sort of surveying the scene, your head briefly over the side of the deck.
80.
Can't see any more of these creatures.
18.
The night.
Okay, I thought you said
Very
80 for a
still.
second.
Now that the wailing has gone in the background, the silence is almost deafening. Apart from the waves and the sound of the sea sort of rumbling below the boat, it is silent all of a sudden, and you feel at ease. It's like a constant noise buzzing away in your ear that winds you up and up and up and up, and now it's gone. There's suddenly a release of tension, and you feel calm and Aubrey.
I was going to say,
You okay?
so
You're right.
which are you quite close to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. I think because you healed me, I'll grab you and I'll be like, get me inside! And then I'll go, I like proper start hyperventilating.
Okay. Grab her and just like her. Oh no, we can't go inside.
Get me inside!
Lady Riverwall. I know. Just give me a minute.
No!
Stay.
Get me
Why?
inside!
Why are you screaming, get me
Get
inside?
me inside!
What is going on?
Sorry. Just get me inside!
What are you doing?
Is it okay? Cameron, you popped
The
out.
captain. Yeah, the captain sort of stood there going,
Sartre?
is she alright? You're friends with her? I need to check if there's any more. And she rushes to the front of the boat to go and have a sort of scan. You can see the crew starting to sort of poke their heads out at their quarters.
Yeah, I go into a proper like,
Just to breathe.
Make a wisdom saving throw for
oh
me.
shit, okay, did not,
What the?
wasn't planning on that. Okay, no, that's a 4. With the saving throw, that's a 5.
Okay.
Got the lucky stone.
Oh
you
no.
are frightened.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Not only that, you are paralysed.
Okay.
You cannot act or move.
Brilliant.
At the moment. You
collapse
literally just collapse onto the floor. Aubrey, you see her just hyperventilate and almost in a sort of calm, white fury of panic just descend onto the floor
sorry,
and sit there. Oh dear.
I'm so sorry, Sam.
I mean, she froths over and everything.
It's a terrible thing.
This is how we repay Sam. We go round his flat, we take over his stuff, and we pour beer on the table.
Sorry, Sam.
Yay, professional
it's physics, that's why I don't slam your beer down.
Slam it! Sorry. I'm hyperventilating.
It's okay. So she's on the floor, collapsed. Does she look to be in any danger of like getting in a worse condition, or is she just like...
Make a medicine check.
Okay. Oh, that is 5.
She's gonna die. Oh my god.
I'll grab her legs, you grab the top half, let's go.
Lesser restoration. Poof.
Okay. You cast Lesser Restoration. Fair enough. So, read the description of the spell for me.
You touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Okay.
Am I okay to assume she's paralyzed?
She is, yeah. So, Aubrey, you can now move. The panic subsides enough for you to move, but you are still frightened.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's okay. Breathe. Look into my beautiful face.
Alright, we'll get you inside, alright?
Yes.
Just come with me, alright?
Okay.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Good.
I rush over to the cabin door.
Yep.
With Lady Riverwood inside.
Yep.
Slam my fist several times against it and say, "You have to open it or I will break it down. We need to come in right now."
Make an intimidation check.
You're good at those, right? No.
Yeah. I mean, I am good, but 14?
14. Okay. You see the captain sort of start to appear around the corner. There's no noise from inside. No noise until the captain eventually sort of like comes over. Like, is she alright? What's happening?
No, we need to get her inside now.
Is it just that she sort of surveys you over? She's going to make a medicine check herself.
I should have left
Sees
her
the
paralysed.
panic in you and sort of goes, she's have you got bedrolls, covers, things to hide her in? Enclose the space. You know, just really wrap somebody up, make them feel
That
like they're
sounds
in a
really
smaller
bad.
space. Just have you got it?
Yep. Okay.
Right, bring her over to your tent. Bring her over to your tent. She like
No, we need to get her out of the storm.
no. Please, you've got the tent and your safety bubble. I've seen you cast it, right?
It will take me another 10 minutes.
It's fine, right? And then because you've got kind of, you've got canvas over the deck. You've got enough space. I know. But
We know.
she is just like in sort of captain efficiency mode. So she helps drag Aubrey sort of over to the tent, lies you down, and starts wrapping you up in blankets and just reassuring you. You can see the captain genuinely sort of on her knees starts like sort of just sort of like focusing Aubrey's head, but just like chatting to her constantly and sort of keeping her calm. And you do find it reassuring in a strange way. Just every time your spirals of fear disappear in a direction, is there something over there? What's that noise? What's this? She sort of takes you on a tangent and brings you back
Grab
to
her hip flask and like baby feed her.
Yeah, sure. And it does help. Eventually you get a little bit sozzled, but not too bad, but enough to numb it a little bit. Theren, you see all this happen. The door still currently unguarded, but you see the crew starting to sort of come up on deck and check the ropes, check everything is as it should be.
You alright?
No. That was awful. What happened to that other one? There was 2, right? I shot one down and then I can't remember.
I don't remember you taking down one of them. Or was it you who did? I don't... I remember one of them doing something and then everything just went dark.
It went straight for here. Like,
Yeah, no, just like
It's okay, we took care of it.
we got them. They're gone.
They're well, they were already dead. Now they are truly
Deatomized.
gone. That second one certainly is.
Yeah, it's all that.
Oh god. I know.
Anyway, I'm gonna get busy. Sorry, guys. 11 minutes. Make you a dome of
Perfect.
warmth.
It takes some time, but again, the Lehman's tiny hut, right? Just sort of, is it a tiny hut or is it, what's it called?
Yeah, it's a tiny.
Yeah,
It is a tiny hut.
Leoman's tiny hut.
With the sort of the familiar, reassuring aura appears in the middle of the deck. That safe, warm, calm place.
I want to talk to Aubrey.
I don't want to talk to Theren.
I've never seen anything affect you like that other than what we faced in the Beggar's Bowl. What's wrong?
You didn't get me inside.
I know, I was trying.
I tried, but I got really frightened for no reason. I don't understand.
It's alright.
No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's Stage Whispers.
It's alright.
Stage whistles.
I imagine this is also sort of an act. I'm trying to make it look convincing.
I don't think. Okay.
Make a medicine check.
Hey.
Ooh. Hold on. Medicine. If I could find M.
Oh, 17.
17. As you're saying this, you relay this. It might be, the act. I get it. There's a couple of seconds delay in Aubrey's sort of grasp of what you're trying to say, and it's enough for you to realise, while she may have had an idea of the plan, the panic and the fright is genuine. It is a genuine panic attack.
Look, it's alright, we'll find another way to get in, but for now, why don't we just take it easy? We've had a rough
Take it
fight.
easy. Yeah. That was really bad.
Yes. But we're still going. They're not. No reason to dwell on it further, right?
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay.
Okay. You're okay? Everything's okay.
Yes, I'm fine. It was a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't remember half of it.
I don't remember the other half, so that's
Ah!
good. So
We bond.
we'll compare notes.
Only blue knows.
Whilst they're having this touching conversation, I'm preparing the Lehman's hut, and the semantic components for it, if I'm allowed to do this, are do.
What is he doing?
What in Perith's name is
With
he up
every
to?
hip
I
thrust,
don't
Do
know
you
anything
see
about
the
what
music.
hut
happens when we
becomes
don't
bigger
pay
and bigger
attention?
as it slowed, and with maybe one final sort of.
Also, he's basically a child. Who taught him to thrust his hips?
I think that's just a natural thing that gnomes do. Have you not heard? They have these weird dances.
It's not a...
We've been over this, and I'm too frightened to continue this argument.
So, you are. Eventually, the captain will check everybody's all right. We'll keep a watch. The watch is sort of doubled overnight, and the three of you are told to sleep as sort of main protectors of the ship to get your strength back. The ship never stops. It continues going south. Captain does sort of come over to you. It's yes. I honestly, I haven't seen anything like that in some time. We do. I mean, the seas are a dangerous place. We often come across dangers of some kind or another, but normally the ship can outrun them. Whatever those creatures were, they just appeared. It was horrible.
Doesn't matter. They're gone now. That's
We'll
it.
keep a watch out. We'll call you if anything else happens. I'm hoping, touch wood, sort of pats the deck. We should be fine.
You know this giant blue dome that I've just erected in the middle of your ship?
Yes, I
Thought I'd just better explain it to you.
I've actually seen it before.
Oh, you saw it last night?
Well, yeah, definitely.
Okay, I should have probably talked to you about it before. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
No,
Basically, all your crew are okay to sleep inside it. We can all fit. It's warm and it's safe.
Oh, that's very kind. Are you able to sort of? I don't know the specifics of the spell. Can you pass it over both sort of sleeping areas, or
It's a 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius? It's probably about it's 6-8
This-
people could
this-
sleep. Yeah,
It's
that's
It's 9. It
Nine
says
you can
9.
have,
on
isn't
the-
You're all cozy, but you can sleep. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
and
fair.
nothing can get in
there you go.
that I don't want in. And I'm going to stretch it to her and her crew and us, but not to the nobles.
Okay,
Fuck them.
fine. No, that's fair. She said no. That's very kind. I'll let them know that they can. They've got some shift duties. I'd rather you all slept and kept an eye
Yep.
out. Just got your strength back. We'll keep an eye out and ever forward, right?
Yep.
Splendid. She sort of gives you sort of elbows you a little bit. Oh, nice spellcasting.
Thank you.
Impressive.
I liked your missiles earlier.
Nothing comparison. But
No, you.
well,
Yeah.
you should see me when I'm angry. Sort of winks at you and disappears.
Ew.
You can talk to him about it.
Blue.
I go to sleep.
Oh, I'm tired.
You are flat out.
Done.
I think the captain may be... I punch him hard in the arm.
No!
You alright?
Do I keep concentration on that? No, it doesn't need it.
Yes.
You alright?
Yeah.
Oh, you just seem to wake up there.
Oh,
Are you alright?
it's pain.
I think the captain may be interested in you.
I'm interesting. That's nice.
No. I mean, as in she's having lustful thoughts.
How old is the captain? 'Cause
One step.
Make an insight check.
it's on the equivalent of like 18, I think. That's 11.
11. Late 20s, early 30s? Difficult to say. You're not used to Dragonborn. You're not. They're a weird, strange concept. Like, you're not sure, but she seems youthful enough with a sort of matureness to her, you'd guess.
Okay.
She acts more like some of the older people in the, within where you're from.
Look, we're not in the order here, and we go through enough danger as it is. If you can find some measure of comfort, then I'm just saying, Aubrey and I won't mind if you want to get to know each other better.
Not in the hut.
You were asleep.
Yeah, just slam.
Turn over.
You didn't hear a thing, no.
Just
Would like comfort, would like making her cocoa? Like fluffing her cushions?
I mean, you'll have to forgive me. I'm not exactly an expert on the craft itself. Simply that if there is a person that makes you feel good.
Oh,
about
you mean
yourself.
jolly snoo time? Yes.
I grab any pillow and put it over my head.
She's moving a lot for someone who's asleep.
Honestly.
Thanks for the heads up.
Just, I'll let you go to sleep. I'm knackered.
Yeah. You look awful.
I feel awful. That thing got in my head and it was horrible. Right. Good night. And
There is a lot
the
of
last
confusion.
thing I said before I got to sleep is amazing.
You all have a long rest. So, let's see what happens while you're asleep.
Oh no.
Ryan, that's not a comforting sentence.
Okay.
You all wake up.
Oh,
It's a new day on the sea. Normality is very quickly restored.
At
You
least we
are
wake up.
divided between the shifts. The crew and yourselves are divided almost in sort of 3 shifts. Theren, you're partnered up with Rockall the dwarf. You sort of take the morning shift. Blue, you have Mirabelle, sort of second in command human, and you take sort of the evening shift. And Aubrey, you are kept with Joseph and Savian, the human and wood elf. And you're kept
What a
through the
team.
night. The 3 of you, can you all make perception checks for me as we go through the day? As the ship sails ever southward.
What check
Wow.
So Theren, what did you get?
5.
5. Okay, the crew did better than you then. That's fine. You got a 12.
17 for Aubrey.
Crew did not do better than you. So 17 for you and Blue.
What kind of check is this?
Perception.
Yeah, I might add a bit of inspiration to this if I may.
You may.
21.
21. Okay. The first day goes by with very little happening. You help out on deck, you keep your supplies, you're all on sort of different shifts. You can talk to each other, it's all sort of, you're available and around each other, but you are kept busy. The ship is small, functional, with only a few sails, but you are kept busy. Either sort of trimming ropes, helping to keep cargo. But one thing that you notice is that the nobles of the ship, Lady Riverwald, does not appear at any point. The door remains locked the whole of the first day. The captain mans the wheel for half the day before she sort of descends. She stays with the crew. She sort of keeps on deck, doesn't go into the ship herself either. Until about 7, 8 o'clock, just after dusk, she, you see briefly, come in, sort of poke his head out of the door after a couple of locks, and sort of clicks his fingers. You see this sort of captain look and sort of strangely, and he goes, and sort of pulls her in and disappears in. Captain sort of gives you a look and goes, gold, eh? Things we do through it, honestly.
I respect your patience.
Thank you. It's one of the... You become a captain in a ship. You're going to go exploring, right? They don't tell you about this sort of shit.
Admin. Yeah.
I know. So, anyway. Right. Well, anyway, and she sort of disappears in.
Ahoy polloi.
And she doesn't appear until morning. Before she sort of comes out and sort of starts manning the wheel. The first day and the night disappear without trace, effectively. Second day, more new perception checks for me, please. So, Theren, what you got?
Can?
Okay, crew got a natural 20 there, so that's not too bad, Aubrey.
Okay, alright, I'll stop being smug. That was 9.
9? Okay, crew got a 17, so...
Inspiration again. That is 21 again.
Ooh.
Natural 20, so 21 as well. It's about in the afternoon on the second day that Blue, you notice something. Just a disturbance in the side of the water. You have a sort of 10-minute break between having to do jobs, but you find yourself sort of leaning over the side of the ship and just watching the waves, the horizon and the clouds in the background. Every now and then you see just the faint distance of an island of the distance as the ship goes ever further south. But the horizons, even the sunset as it starts to set, is beautiful. The reds and the oranges and the purples. It gets cold at night. The autumn is now bringing in a distinct chill, but it's beautiful watching everything come down. And you notice something. There's a movement in the water below you. Just a
Mirabelle! Buddy Mirabelle!
she sort of pokes her head over.
You see that?
Yeah, I see it.
What are you doing? Shall I alarm?
Right. Hurdy-gurdy just plays very loudly. Aubrey, you'd be sort of waking up at this point. Theren, you're sort of getting ready for bed at this point, but you're both awake.
What?
There's something moving in the sea.
Oh, not again.
Can I see what it is? I should have done that before waking up.
A perception check.
If it's a fish.
15.
15. You do notice a movement. There's a sort of movement, something following the boat. Moving with a distinct speed and purpose. A very powerful movement. And after a couple of seconds you see a second one. About 5 feet to the right.
How big is it?
You,
Oh, sorry, I'm not there.
no. Mirabelle shouts from the other side and goes, "Oh, movement over here as well. There's something."
Okay. I'm going to prepare my action until I can see what they are, if they above. And
Yeah,
if I can see them, I will do a vicious mockery. If they look evil. No, that's crap, isn't it?
You can say that if you want.
If they look hostile, do you mean?
Yeah, if they attack in any
Attack the
means,
ship.
I will vicious
Okay.
mockery one
If
of
they
them.
attack. Right. Wonderful. There's a huge splash near the front of the ship, and you see another member of the crew go, "Oh, look over here, guys, look at it!" and sort of pulls everybody, and everybody gets to the front of the ship, and you see about 9 or 10 of these strangely long, thinned creatures, smooth sort of grey skin, moving along the distance, and one splashes out of the water and jumps about 5 feet over and disappears in. Don't make nature checks for me if you want.
Nature.
12.
12?
21.
Oh!
21. Theren. These are dolphins. As you see the ship surrounded by 12, 13, and they are... There's a moment where you feel annoyed, and then you watch them, they are beautiful creatures. 14, 15, 16, 17, a whole pod of dolphins appear, swimming around the ship, just starting to leap as the ship crests over the waves coming into the southern seas.
Let me take a minute, I've got to get the tone right for this. I sheathe Bear Claw, pop the shield back on my back, lean on the deck and go, "Blue, it's a fucking dolphin."
Provocative little shit!
It's... No.
Vicious mockery!
No.
Do it.
Don't viciously. Don't mock any. It's a dolphin. Look at it.
Little PDI
Look at that.
fucks.
No. We're not in
One just near
danger.
the deck where you are, Blue, just splashes in. There's a moment where it's probably about 5 feet away from you. Looks and it splashes into the water.
Oh my
again.
god.
No.
Did that
it's fine.
dolphin just mock
Can
you?
You need to calm down.
You don't know, man. You don't know you were there.
You don't know. You're not here. Pay attention. It is a dolphin.
The crew at this point have calmed down and are laughing at the situation. Everybody watching.
Look, you can feed it. It's a.
That's what they want you to think.
Where has this come from? What's wrong with
You
you?
fools or fools. I run and hide.
Make a stealth check.
I want so badly if you'd get a natural one.
9.
It's
It's
still
still
not
not
great.
You
good.
dive yourself into your bunk, and you're sort of. There's a moment where you think you're safe, and then you hear just another splash, and you get that sudden realization you don't think you're hidden. They know where you are.
Full clap.
At this point, I am now just
Do
leaning
it.
on the side,
Do it.
crying,
Do
laughing.
you fog cloud?
Yes.
Okay, there's a moment you hear the hurdy-gurdy spring into life, and this huge fog just appears in the middle of the deck, obscuring everyone's vision. There's a moment we're going, what the? As the crew sort of look, and then almost as soon as it begins, the cloud wisps behind the boat. Is the boat moving the equivalent speed? So the boat moves about 6 miles an hour, which is, I did the math, is about 60 feet per round. So the boat very quickly breaks through. You just hear Blue going.
I turned to Aubrey. Last night when you were asleep, I told him if he could find comfort with the captain to go and take it, but now I think that might be some sort of abuse if she does try anything.
Might make him a proper dragonborn, not the gnome that he is.
I don't know what to do with that. That is the most insane display I've ever seen. And I've seen you trying to trade.
I walk off.
Aubrey walks off. For the first
How
time
rude.
in a long time, Aubrey gets a good walk off.
But she knows he's got a point. Blue, you're safe now. Are they gone?
They're still far.
They
You know what,
follow the boat
regardless,
for about
yes.
an hour. It is a beautiful thing to watch. The crew all just assemble on the deck and watch. Eventually,
I throw some food into the
yeah,
water.
and they grab it and follow the boat. It is beautiful. Eventually, the captain, after sort of an hour, sort of starts gently cajoling people back to their jobs, and eventually the pod, as the sun sets and it begins to get darker and darker, disappear beyond what you can see. There's a lantern at the front of the boat, but nothing that sheds too much light onto the sea below. So
Is there a god of nature or animals?
make a religion check.
If there is, you should know.
Religion.
I wouldn't bother with the boat.
15.
I wouldn't bother with
15.
the book,
15.
right?
Yes, they're a couple. Yeah, a couple that you would
Yeah,
know
but
of.
the god of
I have to
dolphins.
check my book of homebrew nonsense here. There's a few that are sort of associated with nature. There's Horanor, the sort of travelling god who you saw the cathedral of back in Ybrit, more of an explorer per se. But there's Alora, the elven god, sort of associated with nature. You know of her to a degree. Again, all of these not heretical, but certainly not encouraged by the order, but you know of them. But you recognise there's probably an older nature god. You feel like you remember tales of an older nature god, but you don't remember the details particularly.
Then I just kind of take the symbol of Perth in my hand and say, I know that we're not supposed to venerate anyone but you, but I have to respect the majesty of those creatures. And that's it. Probably better than Theren's singing voice.
You can hear Blue just sort of softly chanting to himself in return.
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
No, you absolutely
I
should.
totally am.
But eventually you are roused for your shift. Just to end. And then Aubrey will
They're
take over.
gone.
Gone.
Good. Sorry, I had to see that.
I'm going to bed, I don't care.
I'll do my shift.
Do my shift.
The third day. Making me perception checks for me. So, Theren, what'd you get?
15.
Crew got 19. Good.
There we go.
Why am I even bothering?
Ooh, not good. 9.
9. 15.
That is a 13 for Aubrey.
Okay, fine. The third day comes and goes again without sort of particular incident. The thing that marks the third day is the rain. The clouds break and it is cold and windy and it does not stop raining. Being off shift is a relief. Staying within the canopy and with the blues sort of safe space effectively, it is much just more hospitable. You see on the third day again, Carmian sort of sticks his head out the door, clicks, the captain beckons her in, and she sort of, this is driving me out the wall now.
What does he want?
It's just I don't even know. And sort of disappears in, sort of makes her way in.
I want to inside check that. I think she's lying.
Make an inside check.
Okay. No.
What did you get?
6. No.
She looks pissed off.
Great. She wouldn't not know. She spent an entire night in there.
You want me to sneak in?
How would you get in?
Well, I think actually that's a good point.
No.
Well, actually, if you leave this place and we don't have any cover,
That's true.
and it'll be obvious you'd have disappeared.
Yeah, that's also true.
That's true. Can you make anyone else invisible?
Yes, I think I can.
Make Aubrey invisible.
No, not now. She's gone in. Got to do it next time.
Got a slicking.
Have a check before this plan goes to shit.
Unless I plan to do it naked, I will be of little use trying to sneak in there.
That's a very strange phrase out of context.
Because I'm wearing the armour, and I presume even if you made me invisible, they would hear the clinking.
What is there not to understand? Theron doesn't slip in unless he's naked.
We've established that he is
Part of
smooth like a
Order's
candle. And he is saving himself for Cass. Fiona.
Sexual procreation, it's all fine.
The order encourages.
Yep. A creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends.
When does the spell end?
Yeah.
An hour, I think.
Great.
Okay. I just need. Well, the only issue is that how do I get out? If she's been in there all night, unless there's a big distraction that happens within the hour that she has to come out. You saw how many locks were on that door.
Yes, I'm just not confident. I mean, Blue could probably, using what talents you've picked up, fake an attack on the ship.
Yeah. I do worry that we'd, lose our trust with the crew.
That's
do
the point. Do we desperately need to know what they're going in for
Yes.
right now? No, we don't desperately need to know. We would just like to know.
I thought you were using the royal we. I want to know.
Yes, but I'm going to ask you to temper your curiosity with patience. There's a virtue. Exercise it.
Ooh, bloody hell.
Please. I said please at the end. How is that not? It's more than I ever got.
Maybe it could be like a plan B, the invisibility thing.
That's a fantastic idea.
What's plan A then?
Plan A is we don't do it.
Ask
That's
politely.
terrible plan A.
We could ask politely.
We tried that.
No, tomorrow, why don't the three of us talk to the captain?
Okay.
Not just when she's being summoned away, like actually talk to her.
Okay.
I mean, as the defense force, we need to know about all possible things that could be a danger to the
Please
ship.
don't let that be our name, the Defence Force.
Oh,
Yeah.
Guys, it is
Right.
Stormbreaker and friends. I don't understand.
Well, let him
You signed a contract.
not finish. No.
Defense force.
Also, I would prefer
Aubrey's
defense
big boat
force.
adventure.
What?
A book in the making.
I don't want to be that man, but it's not all about you.
It totally is.
It isn't?
Right, can we please? I'm so tired.
Okay.
I just want to go back to bed.
Alright, you do that.
Hi. What's happening?
So,
Blue.
the ship.
Make me invisible at the first moment you get.
Do not listen to her. I'm tugging the.
Sunsets. The captain is gone. Within the deck. You don't see her again until the early morning. Aubrey would be on shift. At this point, the other two likely asleep. Unless you want to try and stay up all night. You're very
No.
welcome to, but no, like it.
So what, did she just come out of the door? Does she sneak out? Does she... Oh, I don't...
The mist comes
It's
out.
just
Aubrey
she looks
goes.
Make
like-
an insight check.
Sweet. I'm actually not bad at this stuff.
Oh.
Just say I'm
I'm
not
not bad at those.
I'm not
Unfortunately, you notice her about maybe a minute after she came out the door. You were just entranced by something and you miss your moment, and it's just the fourth day begins and you're
Rubbish.
infuriated.
Yeah, I am.
In the morning,
Same level of anger.
Theren, as you're sort of roused from the morning shift, it's cold. It really starts to get cold. There's a breeze that chips just through the sky. You have to pull cloaks, any sort of clothing you've got. It gets really cold. The crew start huddling up. Captain gets sort of chilled as well. She sort of looks at you and goes, I was hoping we'd avoid the worst of the weather. We've got a couple of weeks until winter, but it's autumn can be cold. You've all brought supplies and clothes, and I imagine
That's right.
keep yourselves okay. Your bubble, I assume, keeps you fairly safe.
Yep, it's nice and toasty in there.
Wonderful. Well, hopefully the weather will pass. Yes. Well, if it gets too bad, let me know. I'm sure we can find additional clothing from.
Did we gloss
I was
over
I was gonna
us
say-
getting furry clothing?
You have explorers packs.
You have explorers packs.
That's
So
not
you
that's
you
not
have
clothes, though.
clothing for travelling up to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Cold weather you can cope with. Frigid or
Yeah.
tundra-like weather, maybe not so much.
Didn't we just like quickly say?
I can't remember. I've not written it down. But also, I was about to ask, do healing potions keep you warm?
May I ask,
I want to just try and-
what did you write down on your sheet?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, we
I didn't have it. Well, I didn't have my
Unfortunately,
sheet
you
last
don't-
time, so
you don't have
Could
that.
we buy some nice warm clothing from you?
Oh, don't worry. If you need something, I'm sure we can find something from below deck.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. Theren, your make a perception check for your shift.
Ooh.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. It's about an hour in to your shift, and the cold begins to bite. Aubrey and Blue, by this point, unless you are trying to stay out, you huddle within the sort of the sphere of your safe space.
100%.
Effectively, because it's warmer in there within the tent, with the sort of sleeping rolls, your bedded areas. It is easy to keep warm. It gets cold there, really cold. You are
Joy.
sort of hot. You're at this point, your fingers start to sort of cramp up in the cold. You're just trying to sort of do the rope work and help with the deck, but you notice at first there's a fog that starts to roll, not a high fog, maybe a metre or two above the level of the sea, rolling as the sea goes up and down. It's strange. It's like the ship begins to surf on top of clouds. It's a really eerie thing. Within sort of half an hour, you can't see the ocean anymore. It is just a rolling fog.
Ah.
What do your elven eyes see there through the fog?
I don't know. I've not taken Devil's Sight yet.
It's sort of 5-10 minutes. The captain, sort of alerted by sort of the changing weather, sort of comes up. You can see she's wrapped up. Sort of looks at you. This is bloody weather.
That can't be natural.
I've seen it a couple of times before. It's not usual. It's normally the dead of winter. Sometimes when the weather turns suddenly, you get these sort of. But I haven't seen it in a long time.
We're not even in winter. We're at the point where it just starts to get cold. This isn't right. It doesn't feel right.
No. Keep your eye out. If you see anything, let us know. Shall I arouse the deck? Make sure they're... I used the wrong word there, didn't I?
Rouse, not
Shall I
arouse.
arouse?
It's
Shall
been a
I
kind of adventure, lads. Let's go.
arouse the deck?
I don't think it would
Good
hurt
lord.
to have a couple extra people
That's
on
it.
watch.
Alright, well I'll get Blue and Aubrey up.
Probably best.
Yeah, alright, fine. And she sort of disappears, wakes you up and...
I'm aroused.
Just gives you an eye.
What?
She winks, I'm sure.
Hello, Blue.
Oh no.
You alright there? You've got about 17 layers on.
Yep, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright, let me know if you get too cold.
No.
You alright, Aubrey? Yes! All good? Yeah? Yeah, alright.
Just throw everything outside.
I'll see myself out of the bubble.
Okay.
God, it's heating up in there.
Are they both?
They're totally banging.
I knew it.
Yeah.
So Theren,
Freezing.
with a natural 20 on perception, you spot it maybe about 20 minutes afterwards, quickest. There is a sort of soft thump on the front of the ship. And sort of it's a moment where you sort of go, what is that? You sort of listen out, make your way slowly forward, and there's a second thump. And you sort of make your way to the front of the ship. And you look over, and we'll roll initiative.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Roll initiative, please! In fact, actually, I'm going to put a map up.
Oh no!
So,
Tiny hut.
the ship as we see it now, it is a small vessel. You can see on the map. We've got Theren at the front, we've got Blue towards the middle, and we've got Aubrey in yellow, as always. Colonel Mustard,
Hello.
the best. We also have a captain. Do you want to give somebody for
Sweet.
the captain? So she's got something there.
Okay, what have we got?
Good old Sarcher.
Right.
I think, who do we normally have? We normally have
Oh, we usually
orange.
have
Or
purple.
orange or this. She's kind of the
orange.
coppery colour.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm trying to find the purple. No.
use the copper one. That's
Copper-
fine.
coppery one.
Okay, so she's sort of by the wheel. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Dwarf if we need a dwarf.
Ooh.
Cool.
We do need a dwarf.
Great, wonderful. So, Theren, you look overboard, and can I just grab this?
Yeah, go for it. Oh.
You see
Got everyone else up.
one barely below the surface of the water, breaking sort of between the water and on the side of the deck, leached on like a slug. The second, about 5 feet from the top, you see one towards the bottom. I'm going to use the same old zombies as ever,
Zombies.
and one hit.
Zombies.
Starting to climb over the deck like slugs, sort of slowly but fast, with a movement and urgency. Creatures, they look, it's difficult to describe, they look like slugs, but the backs of them almost have a sort of shell, spiny, but almost made of needles, a sort of translucent needle, ice-like mist rolling around them. About sort of 4 or 5 foot long, as they sort of make their way up, and you see antennae start to sort of come towards you, but more antennae, more and more
Oh.
spines start to sort of move on the back. What is your initiative, everybody?
17.
17 for Theren. Yep.
16 for Aubrey.
16 for Aubrey.
9.
9 for Blue. And can somebody roll for the captain, please, with a +1?
Go on, Sam.
15.
15 for the captain. Wonderful. So,
Well, I should have written those down.
okay, and these have
Written what then?
Well, I've written down dolphins are shits.
Your Blue's irrational
Write
fear.
down zombies with spines.
Also shits.
These are actually, I'd say these are worse shits than those dolphins, but that's up to debate.
Okay.
But we don't have intelligence 7.
No.
Darren, you're first to react.
Great.
You see this thing starting to climb up, and with your perception, natural 20, you have a surprise round. What would you like to do?
Okay, can I get over and am I in melee range if I stab down over
If
the...
you really reach down, you could stab one on one side. The other one is about sort of 10 feet below on the other side. It's not currently within combat range of you. You have to really lean. but you could do it if you
Is that going
wanted
to put me at disadvantage if I lean?
It won't put you at a disadvantage, but you would be leaning over the side of the boat, which may have repercussions later, you don't know.
Can I go to the side of the boat and Eldritch Blast?
Yes, you can.
Sweet.
So make your way over to the front of which one you're going for. The one on the left is higher up. The one on the right is lower down.
Oh, my left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go over to this one, and
The higher up one.
yeah,
Yeah.
and do the Eldritch Blast down. But at the same time, as I'm running over, I want to point to the other end and go, "There's another one coming up that side," so everyone knows.
Wonderful. Okay, make your attack.
Is this an advantage?
You have a surprise round, so
Yes,
yes,
yeah.
it is an advantage.
Sweet. The first one is a unnatural 20.
Okay.
The second one is not.
Unnatural 20, you say?
Yes.
That does hit. Remember, you have advantage.
Yeah, that was advantage.
What does that mean?
It means that
None for me.
the other one was a 10, thus not the same.
And how many did you roll?
I rolled 2.
And how many should you roll?
You've got advantage.
Well,
You're an elf.
well,
remember?
David has safer advantage.
because you
forgot
have
that.
elven accuracy, the feat.
It's also not.
Okay, right,
Yeah.
fine. So, the first Eldritch Blast hits, you go, and it just impacts on the front of its
D10,
face.
please.
The impact of the force sort of dispersing.
Yeah, so I get 2.
Yep. Second attack.
No, it's damage right now.
No, as
Are you
in,
doing-
I rolled 2 D10s.
Oh, no, as in, so with Eldritch Blast, each is a separate attack.
Oh,
So
is
you
it?
don't even have to attack the same thing. It's just 2 blasts. Each is a d10.
Great. So first one then is a 4.
4 damage. You see the force just impact up this thing as it sort of doesn't break land, still is crawling up.
I'm gonna hit the same one again. So
Yep.
first one is a 9. Second one is a 14, and
Final
third
one.
14 is the highest.
14 hits.
Whoa.
That's 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. The second one just wham. You see the forces of this Eldritch Blast, that familiar, warming sort of black and purple and green energy just spark out of your hand. But
It sounds so unholy.
To move. It's sort of almost the front of its slug-like face retracts from a blow, but continues to sort of flex and make its way up. So that was the surprise round. We now go to the top of initiative, and it is you again.
Nice.
Because
we don't need to
you
go.
did good. Yeah.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it,
Do it. Make your attacks.
and this is standard, right?
This is standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no longer surprise.
21.
Hits.
That is 4 points of damage again.
4 points of damage.
13.
15 just hits.
Oh.
Yeah. This one you think it sort of goes up the side of its shell, but it burns all down its back.
3 points of damage for that.
3 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, this creature, you stand there just bam, 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 4 hits on it. And it sort of retracts, but keeps on going, and it doesn't seem to have sort of slowed its movement. It still rises towards you.
Okay, and for the rest of my turn, what I'm going to do is use my movement to go back a little bit, anticipating its
Yeah.
launch up.
Okay. As you retreat, you see some tendrils flex up towards you. You're not quite close enough, so you manage to back away, but you see it try and grab you as it slowly starts to rise over the side. Action, movement, anything else?
No, that's it. I've already told everyone else where the other one's coming
Okay,
from. So
Aubrey,
Right.
what would you like to do?
Hearing that.
5 feet squares on the boat, it's not a big boat.
No, it's not. I've got 40 feet of movement, so I'll go up to where Theren pointed. So I'll probably get there fine.
Okay, yeah, so wonderful.
Look
You
over.
make your way there. It's about 10 to 15 feet below the side of the deck at this point, just cresting the sea.
What the screech coming up?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll grab one of my javelins and throw it down.
Yep,
Trusty
yes,
javelin.
you can. Throw the javelin, make an attack.
I will. Yeah, I'll make it reckless.
Oh.
Good, because that was a 2. And that was a 3.
Oh.
So that's a 10 overall.
10, no, the
Lose
javelin,
that javelin.
you mistime the sort of impact into the, and it just flies over into the sea and just plops straight in.
Cool. And then I'll also go. I'd go back 5 feet. If I
Yeah,
can.
wonderful. You don't make an extra attack?
Oh, yeah.
She has it written in capital letters on the top of her sheet, and she forgot first time.
I got really excited.
Make a second attack.
Yeah,
do
roll
it. You're reckless.
Oh, that's a natural
That's
20.
Right, do it. You see?
Yeah, that was
Worth it,
good.
right?
Kind DM, kind
You are a
DM.
kind DM.
I'm always a kind of.
Alright, so that's 5, 10, 14 piercing damage.
14 piercing damage. Okay, the javelin just funks into the side of it. You see it embed maybe a foot into this muscular, writhing form as it retreats and sort of noise as it reels back, continues going. You see the javelin slowly pushing out of the wound as it flexes its way towards the top of the
That's
blade.
just not fair.
So would you like to move back now?
Yes, please.
Wonderful.
Now do you want to back away?
Now I'll back away.
Okay.
It's got my
The
javelin.
captain sort of looks at, what's going on? What's happening?
Slug things were under attack.
Slug things.
They took my javelin!
Oh shit. She sort of starts you see flames start to spin in her hand as she sort of moves forward 10 feet to the side of the railing. And you can see her waiting for something to appear.
Excellent.
Blake?
I will stay in the hut.
Yeah. The tiny hut of goldenness.
Yeah.
It's probably a little bigger than that, isn't it?
Oh,
It's
the
10 feet
depths of
radius.
the heroism.
It'd be like double, but
Heroism.
this is as
Heroism.
big as I got.
Double as big, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And I will hold. I will inspire Theren.
How are you going to inspire me with
Yeah, this is. Well, I'll come to that in a second. And I will hold my action until I Sarcher, I can see something, and when I see something, I will cast levitate on it.
Okay.
What?
Cast levitate on it. Fantastic.
Okay, so to
Going
inspire, yeah, going up and
How are you
over.
inspiring?
Help me out, guys. I'm struggling.
This is why
Are
you
you
chose
inspiring?
Bard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Theren.
but I should have spent some time thinking it through.
Just make a cheerleading round.
I'll come up with something in a bit. We'll do
Oh,
a
wait,
ritual.
you can't use that until Sam has inspired you. That's the
I
thing.
understand, and you know what? I back that rule.
Yeah, that's fair. So, there you go. You see Theren just an unholy, writhing speed as this sort of fleshy entity. And now that everybody can see it, I'll just give you sort of idea of what it looks like here. Put that in front of the screen, maybe,
Gross.
just in front of one of the cameras, just so that everybody can see.
Look at that. Look at that slug.
Beautiful.
So
Tasty.
my slug
Tasty.
description was spot on.
It was spot on. Yeah, exactly. As they writhe in front, the one towards you, Theren, makes up the ground as it pulls over the side of the ship and
Melee range.
hits the deck and goes into melee range with you.
Blop.
Aubrey, you see what it climb over the deck and just about plonks itself onto the deck, not quite in melee range with you, but on the side. Can everyone make perception checks for me, please?
No.
12.
13.
13?
Bloody hell. 12 as well.
12. Okay. You think you feel something, but you're not sure.
Great.
As Theren, this creature just sort of retreats as the back of it moves forward and the front of it retracts and sort of grabs hold of you. You see the tendrils all whip round as they come towards you. So, it is a 17 to hit.
No.
The tendrils whip round and you just manage to catch your shield at the front, sort of whip them round as you see a set of teeth appear from underneath it as it gets closer to you, writhing. Even though it's some 4 or 5 foot, it stretches almost over the top of you and tries to chomp down on the top of you. Only a 16 to hit?
Nope.
No.
Bloody
Again,
hell.
you manage to avoid it as you're retreating back, fending it off with Bear Claw. Doesn't quite happen for you.
Great.
Goes back to the top, Theren.
Okay, I am going to.
Do I get my levitating?
Yes, you do. Yep, so first of all, we had the captain, who the first one that appeared was the one by Theren, so she
then
is
you
going
can
to
kill someone.
cast a firebolt, which will hit.
Nice.
And then that
Captain
will
Sartre.
do 13 damage.
Whoa.
Nice.
13.
Which one is she hitting?
The one closest to you.
The
so
one
it's
next
closer
to you,
than-
you
that's
see the thing just just engulf in flames as it sort of retreats. So the tendrils wildly thrashing around into the air, but still drops down and comes at you again. Seemingly just,
Still
unhurt. Blue, which one are you using it on? The one near Theren, if it's the first one you see.
Okay, then yeah, it would be that one.
Okay, so what have I got to do?
Go
Make
to attack.
a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
How quick is levitate?
That is a 12.
Where's
Wonderful.
it going?
So, what happens with the levitate spell?
Oh, you got your pizza! Yay!
I got the pizza.
Pizza table.
So I start playing, and the flute
I'll
hanging
move
chain
this.
begins to glow, and this thing is going as it's launched
Wow.
20 feet into the air.
20 feet into the air.
20.
Yeah, Theren, that's out of your melee range.
It is
so
out
you
of
may
melee
make
range.
an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
22.
22 hits, yeah, fair play.
Slice it in half as it goes up.
So that's 7 plus 7, 14.
14 points of damage. Oh, it's on 1 health.
Oh!
You cleave into it, just the underside exposed. A long gash as it slices open, barely holding itself together. Its entrails and sludge hit the deck of the ship and almost crystallize immediately, like a foggy cold. You can feel it, a chill, just like dry ice expanding on the deck of the ship of some kind. Just that sort of fog. It even smells cold. You can't describe it. There's a taste in the air, just a real frigid chill. As it gets lifted in, and you can see as it starts to rise, the ship passing forward, it starts to fall further and further back.
Oh no!
Off the back of the ship. So
How far away is it now?
it is your go. It is now 20 feet above you.
But how far down?
back has it gone?
At the moment, it's where it is. On its go, it will move.
Okay then, so what I would like to do is, as I jump up and slash the thing, as it is...
Well, 20 feet is quite tall. You
Yeah,
have
as
to make
in-
a good odd jump.
When
yeah.
it
Good
was
old jump.
my attack of opportunity, I imagine he jumps up,
Yeah.
slashes it, lands down on his knees, spins around, and just slashes down with the blade and does an eldritch blast at it.
Nice. Make your attack.
And can I do my inspiration now? Because I thought of something.
Go on.
Theren, you are the only thing that's blocking you from becoming the you that you want you to be. So stop blocking the you that you want to be in order to be the you that you can be.
Wow!
So well said.
Amazing.
Well done. That is a tongue
That's
twister
a-
to that. That is good. Well done. Well done.
I made these up on the tube. I've got a note stuck.
That's so cute.
19.
Oh,
It's,
you
does
didn't
it do
even
more than
need
1 damage?
I mean, it's gonna have to.
Like a sluggy firework in the sky. Yeah. As it just explodes and ruptures ice shards everywhere. It is dead.
Okay,
my
so
shots everywhere.
then
What did you just?
Theren spins the blade round, stabs it out to the side, and another eldritch blast
That's
goes flying at
mine.
the other one.
Sends the second one. Yeah, make an attack.
I'll fight it.
More than 19.
Yeah, hits.
Nice.
Roll for damage.
Ooh.
Just think how Theren, how cool he'd be if he'd gone Warlock, not Paladin,
I know.
and he had the Eldritch Blast buff. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
don't listen to him.
worry.
Optimizer Harris. Don't listen.
I think I'll find.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Thwack, just on the side of it. It's rearing up to grab Aubrey. You see impact at the side of the impact. Yeah, perfect. It just recoils away. Coming back down. Bonus action movement. Anything you want to do?
No.
Stay still.
Yeah.
Aubrey,
Well, I'll
you see
do.
this creature.
Gotta do the classic. Gonna go into a rage. It's my bonus action.
As you see Aubrey, the lightning, familiar rolling of the skies, it sort of crackles out of her.
Excellent.
So dexterity saving throw.
That is. It's got a 14 to beat.
It got a 21.
That's still gonna take.
Yeah, sorry, natural 20.
Oh, that was free. So.
Nice.
3 points of damage as the lightning crackles up the shell of it. You don't think it quite got the impact, but you don't care.
I don't care. Still hit it.
You're angry.
I am angry. Reckless attack on both of them. So first one, useful almost with the 20. That is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
26 to hit, and then the second attack would be 10 to hit.
10 doesn't hit. No. First attack impacts into it. The second one, you catch its shell.
Stupid shell. Oh god. The first attack. That attack is 9 slashing damage total.
No, the axe, you impale in the middle of it. It screeches and writhes back, but flexes itself out as it goes for you.
Yep.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope, standing my ground.
You see it rear up and go to bite you.
Damn straight.
As a flame strikes from overhead as the captain tries to fire at it, but doesn't. Unfortunately, no, not enough. 9 to hit. The flames just rear off the shell of it, sparking into the sky. As the creature, no, Blue, it is your go first.
Oh, sweet. Does it still have that javelin embedded in it slightly? Or has it popped
no, it
out?
hasn't. It hasn't. No.
It hasn't got it in it.
Heat metal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never gonna happen.
One day.
Hold in there. Hold in there.
The
time it happens, you're going to be player of the match. It's going to be fantastic.
I'll just do visual. It's got a shell, right? So
Yes.
it's kind of like a snail.
Slugs. Snails are cooler.
And no, other way.
Oh,
no! I give it
Wisdom
inspiration.
saving throw.
Yes,
Wisdom
please.
saving throw.
confused by it.
That's a 6.
Sweet.
Right, go on.
It takes.
Oh!
Do we get anything else?
No, I think
for
it's
that?
just- I think it's just straight, isn't it?
It's just straight. Yeah, so 6 damage,
It
and
has
it's
6 health.
No!
The thing, under the impact of Aubrey's blow as it's rearing up, it sort of quivers under the impact of the noise and pops again, just sticky, gelatinous goo going everywhere.
Oh no, I went, no, slugs are better. Oh, we did.
No, you confused it to death.
I'm covered in this goo.
So yeah, get rid of it, that's fine.
Fucking hell.
There's a moment where you all look around. And now it's their go.
Yeah. More of them.
Is that it?
So,
Nope.
Sam, I'm going to give you this.
okay.
Give you this as well.
Uh-huh.
David, if you grab the 2 that were already there,
Oh, well, Sam threw one. Over the-
throw it to
He
me
threw-
again.
No, he
Okay.
threw it over his shoulder, but never mind.
I was very exuberant.
We'll get that sometime. So, 2 more appear from where the first ones appeared from.
Oh, shit.
As 2 more start writhing up the sides and make their way onto the deck. But unfortunately, just behind Blue, in the space between where the captain is and Blue is, 2 appear on the side of the ship each side.
This is a here.
Yeah, jumping over the sides.
Oh, no, the whole shit moves.
And you see them moving. The ones at the front will make up the ground to the 2 of you. The ones at the side will make 5 feet towards Blue.
I'm just going to look up Lehman's hut.
Perfect. So, okay, Theren. The one near you, again, the tendrils quivering as they attack. Natural 20.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Unfortunately so. So, as they sort of latch onto you, you feel a sort of acidic tearing as you take 11 points of damage. As it pulls you into its maw as it goes to bite down on you, but only a 13 to hit.
Nope.
No, so this time you recoil away and get the shield underneath you again, sort of hold it off. You're ready to counterattack. Aubrey.
Yep.
It has advantage
It
against
does
you,
have
doesn't
advantage
it?
against me.
So the tendrils go towards you. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 5 slashing damage, so only 2. The thing grabs onto your arm and you barely notice as you lift the axe for the second swing, but its teeth are now going to come down on you.
Bring it.
Natural 1 and a natural 19, so that will
Yeah,
hit
that
you.
will hit. Yep.
Again, and this one's bad. You see Aubrey just get engulfed in this thing as you feel the teeth
No.
Yes!
embed into you. They are painful and you are just
Bring it.
pissed off now.
I am
12, 15. So 15 points of damage, so halved to 7.
7. Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
As this thing is now over the top of you.
Ooh,
Hut would
okay.
have gone when I cast spells.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, what is the definition of it?
You can't cast spells in and out of it, either way.
Fine. So, but I mean, could you have left it and moved out of it?
If I got out of it, it
you-
would have also disappeared.
disappeared,
So yeah,
Fine. Okay. Great.
What a shame.
I thought
We're going
that
back.
seems broken for me to have an impenetrable barrier and cast spells.
I would have
Yeah.
But
something
you
good.
can't help anybody outside of it, though.
Mm,
That's the thing, isn't it? So,
yeah.
Theren, back to the top. What would you like to do?
I would like to hit it.
Hit it. Hit it
Theory,
now.
You could all come inside and just like poke swords out.
I can't come inside with it on my head.
A 19.
19 hits.
12.
12 points of damage. You just swing. You get a good carve out of it as it sort of is the tendrils slashing at you.
Yeah. Shit, no, I did that in the wrong order. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, done.
Perfect. All you want to do? Aubrey,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
This is
Not
not
that you've had any experience with being engulfed by a very large.
This is becoming a more familiar territory.
This is your wheelhouse,
This is
surely.
like huge
This is my
jaws.
wheelhouse.
The size of the jaws, they're sharp and strong, but it's not like a crocodile jaw. You're not getting engulfed in it. It's annoying. It's like sort of that sort of size, and you're like on your shoulder or something.
I generally thought I was like over my head and stuff.
No.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes it a lot easier then. Well then,
It's like 4 or 5 foot long, and it's sort of
Right.
pulled itself to its full height.
when you
but
said
it's
I was
still-
engulfed, I was like, oh shit. Oh.
well, it's on you.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
hurting.
Okay, ow.
It's got its teeth in you. Alright, he
Can
doesn't care.
I don't care. Alright, well first, I'll do Storm's Aura on it.
Yep.
Can it,
Dex saving
can I
throw?
get disadvantage because it's on me?
No.
Oh,
No, it's got a 21.
That's
oh
fine.
what?
Natural 20 again. It loves these.
1.
1 damage. The lightning just sort of barely grazing it as you make. What would I do?
Can
I'm
I?
saying attack. It's just a barbarian. I just assume
It
that
is.
I'm putting words into your mouth.
Aubrey hit.
Yeah, but I'll hit my own arm now, won't I? Can I just try and rip it off?
It's not grappled. You're not grappled.
Oh.
It's just attacked you. It made a bite attack against you.
Okay, so I can just shake it off then.
It's not. You're just fighting like you would do
Oh,
any
alright,
other.
fine.
enemy.
Sorry, I put it like I was.
Yeah. You're fine.
Reading
Fine.
way too much
I am
into it.
reading way too much. Yeah, well, I'll do. I'll do reckless two attacks against it then.
Do it.
Sword.
Reckless 2 attacks.
15. 22.
Hits. Easy.
And the second one. Oh god, that was the bloody same. 13.
Just hits. So
Yes.
both hit.
Excellent. So the first attack was 11 slashing damage.
Are you adding your rage down?
Yep, I have for that one. And 12, 14 slashing damage.
11 and 14. So
Yep.
25 total.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you just kick it off you and thwack,
Golf
thwack. You
swing.
get 2 hits. As it reels its gelatinous form, absorbing most of the damage of each combat, but you get good cuts in both sides. You think it's not gonna, doesn't have too much
Well,
more in it
that's
as it riles up against you. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'll stay there.
Perfect. The captain's turn. The captain. You see, she knows what she wants to do, but she can't quite do it.
Seduce boy.
She climbs up
Blue.
onto the banister overlooking the side of the ship. So she sort of stood on the wooden pole, like 5 feet into the air. Yeah,
Ooh.
perfect. She sees the one below her, sort of looking around. Just sees you, Aubrey, being attacked, and it's like and sends magic missiles. As 3 impacts into the side of the one that you are attacking right now. That'll be 1, 4, 7, 10 damage.
Wow, nice.
Thwack, thwack, thwack on the side of this creature as it sort of recoils again, still holding its form, but just barely. Blue,
I am going to cast fly.
you're gonna cast fly. Do it.
Oh, and you saw I was like, don't you dare do it on me.
I consent.
I consent to doing this to myself.
As soon as you
60
begin
foot.
to fly, you
Yeah.
feel the boat starting to move up.
No!
So the fly is 60 feet of movement.
And the boat was 60 feet.
Yes, you feel with your movement in the air, you can only hold your position with full
Or
movement.
go back.
Or go back. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Oh my
Perfect.
god.
But you are how far above you now?
Let's go. So, trigonometry. That's just if I. So if I go.
Trigonometry and
numbers comes
D&D, everybody. It's
So
Kids, you said it wouldn't be useful after GCSE, but here we are.
Here we are.
so I go up 10 feet, but then
10 feet.
10 feet. I go up 10 feet.
Let's
Yeah.
not do this.
Then what?
But then I would go back 10 feet because I don't have 60 feet to go forwards.
this turn, because you've launched yourself, we're holding
This
you
is a
straight.
terrible idea.
We're holding
Don't-
you straight. We're holding you straight. No, you've done it. You've done
You've done
it.
it, you've done it.
This
So
turn you
like-
can move where you want, but after this point, you notice the boat
Okay,
is
well,
starting
I
to
was
accelerate from under.
right. Well, I'd be there then.
So
Okay.
you're going only 10 feet up?
Yep. And,
10 feet up. Okay. Great.
And yep, and I'll inspire Aubrey,
Hello.
and I will say something.
Excellent. I can't wait.
But let's go to the next person while I find it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Aw.
their turn. So the two nearest you, Blue, sort of move to where you were, that underneath
I'm
sort of
flipping them
passage.
off, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Can't quite, they're just sort of flailing away, you're just holding yourself out of reach. So the one closest to you, Sam, is going to turn and start crawling up the side of the banister where the captain is now. Doesn't quite get to her because of the fly, it is a bit disorientated, so doesn't quite get there. The other one, however, is going to approach and start to engage with Aubrey from the other side.
Okay.
Is the person who looks the most vulnerable right
What are
now.
you talking about?
So, Theren, the one by you, a tendril attack against you. Is a 16 to hit?
Nope.
Nope. And the Nash attack, 17 to
Nope.
hit? No. Again, this time you're ready for it. You're in combat. You're fending it off, using it out. You're letting the blows that aren't that strong hit you, fending it off with your sword. You're keeping its ground. However, the one in front of you, Aubrey,
Yep, I'm ready.
the tendril attack is 22 to hit.
Does hit.
That's 7 points, so 3 points of slashing damage.
Sweet.
And then another Nash attack is a 15 to hit.
Is my armor class.
Is your armor class, so that does hit you. So that is 13, so 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And the one from behind you now starts to do exactly the same thing. Tendrils lashing your legs from
Nothing to
behind. Natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
It probably does when it's a natural 20.
Let's
That
see.
is 4 more seconds. So 7 points of damage. It's not a good natural 20.
Oh, right.
So 3 points
Oh.
slashing.
Oh, God. Sorry.
Halved.
Yeah. Alright.
Hang on, 7.
7.
It-
goes
on
down
his natural
three. Always
20.
rounds down. Always rounds down.
Okay.
Yeah, on his natural, he only got a 7.
So
24 to
wouldn't
hit
that
on the
be
Nash
full-
attack.
Sorry, sorry?
24 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
And then we've got 8 points, so 4 points of damage.
Alright.
Slashing damage as these things now are starting to latch onto Aubrey
Some 30.
and sort of push her into submission.
Do you guys have 30 hit points?
I have 33.
I had 43, now I'm on 32.
Oh, okay.
Effing barbarians, eh?
Is this what it's like to be mortal?
You would know.
Make a perception check for me, please.
Oh, no.
More of them.
Unnatural 20.
A natural 1.
Natural 20. 1,
13.
13. Theren, you're the one in the combat closest to the front of the ship. It kind of makes sense. You hear one big thunk. Much bigger than the rest.
Holy.
We're going to take a quick break.
No!
Join us back and we'll see what happens with this combat.
Oh.
See you in a sec.
Believe in the part of you that doesn't suck.
And welcome
Was
back.
that it? Was that inspiration?
Believe in the part of you that doesn't suck is a great way to open this.
I don't suck at all.
Theren,
Yeah.
you've noticed a shudder in the ship.
Oh, yeah.
It is your turn. What would you like to do?
There's a shudder. Okay, right. So first thing I'm going to do, free action talking.
Yep.
I'm going to yell to my compatriots. There are more coming.
I'm busy!
And as the other one is kind of grappling its way around my shield, I want to shove Bear Claw as far up its insides as I possibly can.
Okay.
Nice.
Right. So right into its insides.
Right.
Okay. I think that's got to be a D20. Yeah. Make an attack roll.
Yeah.
They don't like it up and
Oh, it's a natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay.
20.
Oh, he knows he wants to. He knows he wants to. Any person who's played a paladin ever.
Do it.
See, at one point, how many spell slots do I have?
You've got.
You've heard a big
few,
shudder.
right?
You
So
don't
you've
know
got
what's
3
coming up.
for a paladin and 1 through what?
That's right, I have 4. And that would be this thing dead and out of the...
Yes. Do it. Whatever.
I'm going to divine smite it.
It's all right. Smite. Go for it.
Nice.
is it
So-
undead?
That's
Is it
it is
S-log?
not undead. No.
So it's 2d8 as well as 1d8 attack.
Perfect.
So,
roll them all and double it.
Um,
Do some d8s.
I just need 1.
You got it.
Yeah.
Double whatever you roll and then add your bonuses.
Okay, so that is 8 and 7, so 15, 30, 37.
What?
37. Hang on.
I've seen higher.
Okay,
Thank you.
right. Just with that familiar sense of bear claw combining this,
Right up in the guts.
yeah, power of you stab with the thought, like just that sense of your own power, and then you attune to perish just in that split second and watch as the blade inside its gut flames up and you gut the thing in one go. You just disembowel it. It is dead. It's not going to survive that. That is
Take it off the board.
that is impressive. Okay, that's your action.
Yeah.
You stand there, just slugging trails all over. What would you like to do?
What I'm going to do now is close the distance between this one, me, and the one that's just come up Aubrey's rear.
Perfect. Aubrey's rare.
Children. I am surrounded by children.
Terrible.
You said it.
No, I just said as in rear flank.
That's fine.
David.
Yeah.
Should've
I'll
said
do an
that.
inside check.
Terrible. Terrible. Okay, Aubrey,
It's me. I'm gonna recklessly attack the one in front of me.
do it.
That's a 14.
14 hits.
Hey!
Roll damage on this first.
Pantocrab.
Time to get more than 9.
More than 9. Hang on. Shut up. More than 9. I do, it's 10.
10.
Just, yeah.
It's dead.
Excellent. Can I...
So the first one, you see Aubrey just like a moon cleave, just straight down, crescent moon. You thump into the deck, like parting the thing in twine as it shrinks. You pull your axe for a second swing at the one behind you.
Exactly. Good. And reckless... Oh, fuck off. That's a 12. Could I Great Weapon Master that as well?
Don't you have inspiration?
So you've killed
I do.
one, so with the bonus action you can use another attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Great Weapon Master.
That is a 17.
That one hits.
No. Yeah, I do have inspiration. I was going to wait for some... No, that's a 1... 7 slashing damage.
7 slashing damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you swing in a big arc and you just nick it, just cutting a huge chunk, but just at the side of it.
Yeah.
It winces back as you turn around,
Yeah.
ready to strike it again. We now go to...
Storm's already?
No, I use Great Weapon Master.
Ah.
I did remember.
Wonderful. So,
Thank you.
the captain, seeing this thing sort of approach it, she goes, oh, shit. And you can see, again, that magic missile building, but this time you see the captain change. There's a shift in the air as the magic, Blue, you're probably the one to notice this, the arcane energy sort of rising into the air. And actually, Aubrey, you would as well. There's a distinct thunderbolt as she casts the spell, but not one that you recognise. As she uses the magic missile, so she'll just roll for that quickly.
Ooh.
So she goes
We've got a
6,
badass here, guys.
10, 13 points of damage with the magic missiles. But as the spell is released, there is a thunderbolt, and you see her rise, floating into the air, lightning and wind bursting around her 10 feet into the air. And she will go and grab on to the mast.
Not Blue.
About 15 feet into the air.
Yes, we got another pizza one. Excellent.
Yeah. So you can see just on the mast, she's
Based on the
about
last time we
15
had
feet in the
pizza.
air. She goes to grab hold of some of the rope and easily makes it. And he's hanging there about 15 feet away from this slug who's sort of coming in. And she's sort of looking, going, ah, shit. Guys, anyone who can kick this one off me? Much appreciated. So, it's now Blue. Blue, you feel the boat starting to move from out of you. So
Blue's
you've got
bad
to use
idea.
60 feet going forward, unless you want to start moving either side.
Stay central for now.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on this dude.
On the one going after the captain.
Yep.
Yep. Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please.
That is an 11.
Fails.
Fails.
Don't sound so surprised. It's a
Right.
slug. It's a slug.
So that's 6 points of damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
6 points of damage.
All helps.
Okay, again, it sort of
It does all
backs
help.
away from the impact of just your words cut into it. What do you say? Anything you want to say? Fucking slug.
Kiss my gnomish ass, motherfucker.
Another slugger.
Who taught him to swear?
It sort of rises up with a determined force, drops itself to the deck, moves 5 feet to the mast and starts to climb it and gets within 5 feet of the captain. So up on, put their slug on the platform as well.
Oh shit!
Its first attack
So 3D.
with
It's
a 10 drop, but it's a
disadvantage.
disadvantage. So that's a 7, a 12. 12 actually still hits.
Oh.
Unfortunately, so the captain, you see it latches around the captain's. It's almost like a captain is a spellcaster. Okay, and this time
money's
the
on
bite.
druid.
Now, is it just the first attack it has disadvantage on?
I thought it was. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
It's
it
next
will be.
attack.
Yeah. Sorcerer.
Bite hits as well,
Oh no!
unfortunately, and you see for 8 points of damage. So, the captain, her leg is sort of encompassed. She goes, fuck off! And he's sort of pulling her leg up, sort of grabbed onto her as she's pulling herself up a little bit, trying to get through. So, we now go to the one near Aubrey. That's going to attack you again
Yep, brilliant.
with advantage.
That's right.
That is only a 13 to hit.
That does not hit my
So
friend.
the tendrils don't hit you, the Nash. However, natural 20.
Okay.
Oh,
No, wait, no. Look, re-roll that, please.
luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn.
Good usage.
So, I rolled a 14 and a 20, so it's still going to hit you,
That's-
but I can re-roll the critical. if
Yeah,
you want.
re-roll critical. Yeah.
Misses. So, it's a regular
It's
hit.
another 20.
Good use of luck. 11 points of damage, half to 5.
Okay.
Starts to, again, it's just sort of biting into you as
Wearing
you're sort
you
of
down.
hauling it off. Yeah, wearing you down, sort of jumping on you.
Ugh. Gross.
And there's a thump on the back of the deck. As we're going to use a brown pineapple as a perfect representation of weight.
What happened to those minis I got you?
Oh no, they're going to be used. Don't worry. This is.
So what?
In fact, actually, let me just double check.
Oh yeah, those things.
I don't think there was one of this creature, but let me just double
I was
check
gonna
because
say,
if there is, then I'm so sorry.
I'll be honest, if there's a brown pineapple mini in
I'll be
there, I'll be
shocked,
so
yeah.
surprised.
Yeah, brown pineapple. It's always the one. Oh, there's some great pictures here.
Oh no.
So here it is. There is one.
Stop looking
yeah,
at the
I
screen.
should be looking. Sorry.
What's wrong with you? Come on.
Just looking at lots of
Mind?
pictures.
Actually, with a little base.
A little bit.
Little base here.
Yep, you're doing it again.
No, I'm looking at the camera.
There you go. Do you mind replacing that with brown pineapple,
Thinking
please?
it'd be good.
Look at this brine pineapple. That is absolutely terrifying.
We have a rime worm.
Ugh.
A rime worm approaches. Thank you very much. Launches itself onto the deck. This thing is much bigger than the others. The carapace on the back of it much hardened with ice crystals jutted in random directions all down. And whereas the others had a sort of brief fog breeze sort of mist around them, this has a swirling aura of cold and just frigid energy around it as it so as it sort of approaches Aubrey. It will go to behind her, sort of getting as close as it can, lining up Aubrey, Theren, and getting under to go for. It can't get blue, but it can get the captain at an angle. As there is a sort of, as it sort of brings itself together, ice just jets out, a sludging, freezing blast of cold air and slime and ice hits. We've got Aubrey, the creature, so the small slug, Theren, misses blue, goes under him, but also hits the captain and the other slug.
Okay, that's good.
So, everybody make, for me,
I love fly. so
a constitution saving throw, please.
remember you got
One of the
inspiration.
ones passes.
No, wait, heads wide.
Both ones pass.
19.
You pass.
I'm gonna use it anyway. So that was 11.
11 plus 7, 18
plus
You guys are all so lucky. Everybody passes.
23.
So,
What about the slugs?
they all pass.
Everyone passes.
Wow.
Everybody passes, but unfortunately, that only stops the other thing. You all still get hit.
I don't like it when he double hands the
I actually
dice.
said you had mini toys.
Okay. As the ice hits everybody in the party, you find yourselves going frozen and limp with the sheer force of it. The two worms, Blue, you see it hit, and they freeze almost instantly and shatter pop. Both of them dying immediately.
Oh my
Cannot
god.
withstand. The two of you take 35 points of necrotic damage as the blast of ice rips you off your feet. Aubrey, are you down?
I am down.
Aubrey's
That got
down
me.
as this thing
So
just
it's Theren.
engulfs.
Oh,
and Theren as well.
Jesus Christ.
All down as it launches into its deck, and you see it slowly start to arrive towards Aubrey. We now go to Theren.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I should have saved left.
11.
11. That is a success. Wonderful. Aubrey?
That is a 12. Yeah, 12
Also a
straight.
success.
Oh,
The captain. Actually, no, the captain's down as well. Because she got hit by that as
shit.
well. Yeah, she's down.
Fuck.
Did she
No,
fall
that
She
as
would
well?
fall.
She fell, but
It's not
with
high.
her ability of the deck, I'm going to just, for now, say she also gets a pass. So,
Ah, she.
Blue flavors.
what would you like to do?
And don't forget you guys. Oh fuck.
I don't know if that would help on Death Saves and Protect Saves.
Inspiration?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No.
You see the creature slowly starting to make its way towards the party.
Levitation would have been good at this point, wouldn't it?
Happy New Year, here's a TPK.
Yay!
Well, I wasn't expecting it to be quite that effective. That was quite the roll, I have to say.
35
It
necrotic
did.
damage.
That's more than average. Put it that way. That was strong. Wow.
It's before me, but it's okay. Drop to the ground, 10 feet. Move forwards, fly, cancelled. Cure wounds, 3rd level on Theren.
Okay. Perfect.
So that will be 6,
14.
14,
20.
20 plus
Nice.
5, 25 healing.
Nice.
Thank you very much, sir.
And then, so that was 10 feet, and then probably 5 feet. So I'll then do another. Get to there.
Yeah,
Get back to the captain.
I'll.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm thinking turn order.
Yeah,
Perfect. So,
exactly.
you use Cure Wounds on Theren as your action. You moved. Anything with bonus action?
Nope.
Perfect.
I can't. You've got an inspiration point, and neither of you
I
two
use
can hear me.
That's fair. Okay.
I just inspire your unconscious bodies.
Blue, huge rime worm, picking itself up, seeing Theren rise near it. Its natural reaction would be to go after you.
Me?
No.
No.
Theren.
Me.
Yeah. Oh, Aubrey, you're not within 5 feet of it. That's quite useful. So Theren, as it starts to approach, it makes up the 5 feet between you and Aubrey.
Yep.
And you notice the air around you get cold, like hurtingly cold. You get the feeling that by staying near this creature, it will do damage to you. And you start to notice the ice rack around Aubrey as well, as it's this close to her. It is going to make a multi-attack against you, so its tendrils start whipping out towards you.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
No.
And that is a 13 to hit.
No.
No, its thing is just wrapping itself around you. Oh, actually, technically, it would have a disadvantage because you're prone on the floor.
Wouldn't I have just popped?
No, it's just healed you.
Alright.
Doesn't help. Oh, shit, rolls doesn't help.
Don't do that!
That works out as a 17 and a 16 to hit.
No.
So no. It's wrapping itself around you, and it doesn't recharge its weapon. So we go to Theren. Your turn.
Heal or lay on hands. If I lay on hands you, you'll have more hit points.
Up to you.
But I will be able to do less reviving should it come to it. Fuck it. Cure wounds. So it's 1d8 plus 4
Yep.
Because Aubrey's within 5 feet, I can just reach down, touch her, cure wounds.
Yeah. So cure wounds, not lay on hands.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
Sorry.
Depends
No,
how
I've
far
got-
you
I've
reach
got-
down, just that familiar pulse of light as you're dragging yourself to your feet. This thing
And
cold around you.
as my bonus action,
So remember, if you've got any death points, keep them because until you've had a short rest, they
Fair
technically
enough.
stick.
Fair enough.
as my bonus action, I turn to this thing and say, I am going to tear you limb from limb from limb.
Doesn't have any limbs.
And
Theren does not care at this point. Theren will create a limb.
he will create a limb. Hexblade's curse.
Hexblade's curse. Okay, it is cursed. Have we got something we can represent?
Have you got the-
curses?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
metal.
Thank you very much, sir.
No, use the
Golden ring.
yeah, that's the one. Gold. I was
So-
going to say the hut, the tiny hut.
You can see now that you rise, the cold, while still burning around it, isn't as strong as it once was when it first arrived under the ship. You feel
Cool.
like it's used some of its energy with that first assault, effectively. Okay, we go down to
No, sorry.
action, bonus action.
Yeah, and I still have my movement, right?
Yep.
So while staying in combat,
Yep.
in melee range, so it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity, I want to move myself around to the side of it. So if it decides to do its attack again, it has to make a decision.
Very
Clever.
Very good.
Nice.
Perfect.
It's
So,
a tactician for a reason.
okay. Aubrey, you are on the floor. You feel that familiar pulse as this creature looming around, the cold already biting at the arm closest to it as you're lying around the floor, that frostbite caking in. There's an instinct just to get up and move.
Yeah.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Why? Good. I was saving for 19.
19. There's a moment where you start to panic again. That the memories of your death and the
Yeah.
pain of the bite, you start to hyperventilate, but there's that moment where you find yourself just catching yourself back and you're like, I've got to deal with this.
Yeah. Big slug. Get up.
Yep.
Now what do I do?
What do you do?
I am going to chug a healing potion for my action.
Bonus action? Yep.
Oh, it is a bonus
It's
action.
just on you.
Yep.
Patience on you is bonus action. On anybody else is an action.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's
Yeah.
right. So it's a
You won't be
1d8.
able to rage this time.
That's what I was debating, but that's fine. So 1d8, yeah, for healing potion.
2d4 plus 2 for a healing potion.
I'll use that one. 6 plus 2.
Yeah, so 8 points of damage. Healed.
8 points of damage.
It's a weird way of saying it, I realise,
Because I
but
was not conscious, do I still have inspiration?
there you go. Inspiration lasts for 10 minutes, yeah, technically. You still remember, even though you've been down.
I still remember his speech.
Now you're up again.
And then
Never going to keep you down.
No, you're up again.
I am then going to. That was a bonus action. And then I'm going to just do my 2 attacks, not reckless.
Not reckless,
No.
just regular attacks.
Regular attacks.
Go for it.
Okay, so the first one was a 19
Hits,
and a 17.
hits. Both hit.
Nice.
So he gets up, quaffs the potion, and just starts wailing on this creature.
A normal
But with
day
a
for
sort of a
Aubrey.
hesitancy and a reserve to her fighting that you've not seen in some time. More technical.
10 slashing damage for the first attack,
Yep.
and 10 again, so 20 slashing damage.
Perfect. You're not adding rage damage.
No.
in. Perfect.
And then I will go, if I can move
So
slightly.
you've got a little bit of movement left.
Yeah, I was literally going to move, so I'm like almost opposite Theren.
Flanking it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Very good. So, we now go to the captain.
Don't die.
Okay. So,
Put you there.
blue.
Cure wounds on the captain.
Yep, just regular cure wounds.
Let's do second level.
Second level. Oh, you flirt.
You're right
I
there.
was going to say Theren gets 3rd level, so clearly.
Brave
16.
16.
That's exactly what I've got.
Again, there's a sort of
I'd say you're
flash
welcome, but my
of
heal is
energy.
shit.
It's Philip. Actually, make a sleight of hand check for me.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, jeez. Yeah, I try not to do it. Ooh. 13.
13. Okay, there's a moment where you go to sort of to bring the healing energy, and Philip isn't quite in place, but you just about manage to get Philip in the way just as the spell goes, and it's fine. The healing isn't. Yeah, it's all good.
I
As
can't
you
wait for it to
see,
realise
the
it doesn't mean
captain's
Philip.
just awake and sort of looks at you. Goes,
You're right.
oh shit!
Slug!
Okay, and then
My hero!
5, 10, 15.
Yep.
And then I will turn to Aubrey
Uh-huh.
and go say,
Let's get real here for a second. There may be times when you're feeling down and sad,
What's
but
going on?
just know that I feel that you are definitely in the top 3 most effective members of this team.
It's only 3 of
Top
them.
3?
Top 3, he's not lying.
Yeah, you know what?
Take an inspiration dice. That is fantastic. I love that.
Thank you, Sammy.
yeah, there it
I'm
is.
just taking it from you. Oh,
Brilliant.
God.
Okay, blue. Oh, and all these slugs are just dead now.
Good.
Yes!
Yes! You killed them! You killed them!
Okay. The big one. However, as you start your
Captain not go
turn
before the big one?
within the range, the captain, no, unfortunately the turn is before blues. That's an
Yeah, because she
unfortunate
has to do the
twist.
roll, didn't she?
Unfortunate twist of initiative there.
Damn it.
So cool. Okay, right. So the two of you take 3 cold damage and 4 necrotic damage. As standing near this creature, the winds whip around it, and you
Ugh.
feel your energy. 7 in total.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Whipping around and feeling pain with it as it sort of actually its black ice spray recharges immediately because 2 or more enemies took damage from the aura in a single turn, but it can't get anywhere particularly with it at the moment. So what it's going to do, it's going to use its tendril attacks on Theren.
Yep.
Again as the sort of combatant. Oh no, probably it would probably go for Aubrey actually, because Aubrey is the one damaging it. So we'll go for Aubrey for now. Just regular attacks.
Yeah.
That is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
So that is.
Tell me if you get more than a 9.
8 points of damage. And the second tendril attack. That is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
Yay!
As it whips around, and you can see the
Chocolate
tendrils
potion.
That's what's going to happen.
whipping around. And there's a moment that you feel yourself dragged to your knees and in, as this time its maw opens and you see bigger teeth than the other one. This thing rearing 10, 11 feet tall as its mouth whips up, and just horrible cold air coming out of it, just that rancid smell. But you pull yourself back just as it begins to sort of pull you in closer. But it is terrifying. But it is going to now spiral, and it's going to move round Theren to the other side of him.
Does that mean I get an attack opportunity?
It does, but it's going to just sort of move to there. Yeah, perfect. So you get an attack opportunity.
Oh, come on.
Do I? Oh no, because
Yeah,
it's not
in
going
melee
to...
range, yeah.
Inspiration.
You're right. You're right. Thank you. That's a 19 total.
19 inspiration. I should did it because what did you get before?
I was I got 15.
15 would have hit.
It's fine.
Just.
I got it. It's fine.
That is safe.
Fuck my life. Okay, that is a
Don't swear,
8
kids.
slashing damage.
This time you see Aubrey just go and slam it into the side of it, and there's a moment where she goes, oh shit, and pulls it out, and it just doesn't seem to have done anything. Just the fleshy hide on this thing absorbs the damage. Okay, so that is its turn, but you see now the cold around this creature has built again, and it becomes more of a maelstrom. You sense the presence of another one of its attacks. Theren, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement to move around it again.
Yep. You now feel yourself pushed up against the sides of the ship. You have to sort of really squeeze yourself into the balance so that you can do it.
As my bonus action, I am going to scream in this thing's face.
Yeah.
I swear by Perith, I will not let you take any of them from me. And I'm going to use Valve Enmity.
Perfect. So it's got Valve Enmity and
Yes,
It's
so
got-
it's crits on 19 and 20 and I have super advantage.
yeah, perfect.
Finally.
Do it.
Oh,
You've been leading to this
I'm gonna
moment, and
cry,
here comes
please.
Bear Claw.
Okay, first one is a 6 plus 8 is 14.
Doesn't hit.
Next one is over 20.
That hits. See if you get a crit.
Come on.
No.
Not this time.
Okay, then you know what? We need to kill this thing.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Blast
so
it.
I'm gonna
Blast
divine smite.
Okay, so you get your weapon, your smite, and remember your hex, blades, curse damage as well.
Yeah. So that's plus proficiency. So it's plus 10 to damage. Great. So okay. So that's
Nice.
8.
If you're
You're gonna
wondering,
have to be
that's
my
4
calculator,
charisma,
please.
1 magic weapon, 2 for
8,
the
4,
one-handed weapon
12,
fighting, and 3 for the
15. 15 plus 10, so 25. Yeah.
25 points of damage. Okay, this time, again, you slice through its thick hide, sword passing through the flames, burning, as it sort of recoils away, but it's whipping round and is now focused on you, angry
Fine.
at the smite.
Fine.
Okay, that is your go, Aubrey.
I'm gonna have to use my last healing potion.
Oh, I can.
No, exactly. I need to use it. So that's 2d8. It's too late. I've said it. 4 plus.
Okay,
4 plus
2.
2. It's 5. 6.
so 4 plus 2 is...
6.
Thank you. I normally forgive maths on the fly,
High stress.
but 4 plus 2 is not 5.
What was that?
Okay, so you quaff the potion, you feel like the familiar healing surge down you, but it barely scratches at your heart. You're whipped and you're bleeding everywhere, and just the one thing you can't shake is you're shaking. The fear is starting to build in you. It's almost sapping of your energy.
Right. I'm gonna give it all I got. Can I move to this side of it?
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna do 2 attacks. Can't do anything else. I don't want to reckless it. I don't want to risk it. That is a 23 to hit for the first one,
Yep.
and 15 to hit for the second.
Just hits.
Oh,
Just hits.
come on, get the
You've got
12.
this.
That's an 11 plus, so 15 slashing damage for the first one.
15.
15, yep.
Wow.
And then 14 for the second one. So that is
Holy
29 in total.
Shit, you can, and that's not even raging
No,
or great
I know.
weapon mastering or anything.
No.
Okay, cool. Right, so you just wail into this. This time, now Theren, you've got it. It's roaring up at you, and all you see is Aubrey's axe flashing back. Flack. You can see the whole impact of it just impacting against you.
It is a welcome sight.
It
I'll
is
put that in
now
Aubrey's little book of compliments.
the captain's turn. The captain, you see, sort of on the floor, picks herself up.
Did she just add like spell word kill or something like that? Just
Super death.
Not quite. The way you're standing. Can we? Is there a 5-foot gap between the two of you?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's argue.
Would you argue there's a 5-foot gap between Theren and Aubrey there?
Definitely, because I want to do something if this fails that requires that.
I wanted to that. I was trying to make it so that we're like before, like on either side. So like almost
So
like
it wouldn't be able to
Okay,
cone
right.
attack
Well,
us
pull
both.
yourself a little bit because it's a
Sorry,
large.
sorry,
it's
yeah.
a large creature, so it does have a bit of girth.
Okay,
That's
to the
fine.
squares.
So Captain is going to move so that she's stood perpendicular to the line of you two. So she's moving like
Here?
15 feet that way. Yeah, perfect.
Just
And you
fuck's
feel
sake.
Aubrey and Blue again. And actually, Theren, to an extent, you feel the absorb, like the manipulation of magic in the area around, almost like a fundamental burst of anger and lightning as the captain starts to crackle, and she looks at this creature and says, "Fuck off!" And then a lightning bolt.
Come on.
A huge lightning bolt. Can someone roll 8d6 for me, please?
What?
C6.
Yeah, this is a 3rd level lightning bolt that she
8.
unleashes through the middle of this creature.
Hang
We're
on,
going to see if it
hang on,
passes the
wait.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
It
86.
does pass the dexterity saving throw, so it just brings its carapace in the way. So it's only do
4,
half
8,
damage.
12, 13, and roll 2 more.
So only get, it's 8d6.
Oh, okay.
13 then.
13, 23, 26, 27.
half.
27, and then it's halved to 13 because it passes its throw. The thing takes the impact of the lightning, is pushed back a foot or two. As it reels in, you can see it's frantically whipping around in all directions.
Is it pushed back over the edge of the
Not
mech?
quite, no, but it's getting that way. In the impact of the blast, the captain is again lifted into the air and moves 10 feet back towards Blue, landing next to Blue. And there's a moment where you can see her just sort of having a moment.
Oh my god.
I
think I know what's going to happen.
Blue.
So,
Are you going to do it?
bonus action to Bardic Inspire myself.
Yeah.
Get out the great sword.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not what I thought you were going to do.
I'm gonna 5, 15, 20 to get to him, and I'm gonna swing at him and do a mobile attack, which pushes the target away.
Okay.
What?
So,
You're gonna push him off the boat.
Okay.
hang on, we'll give you just 2 seconds. We're going to reset the camera quickly. Hang on. Sorry, we get the excitement is dispersed briefly by the fact this can only do 4 gigabyte recordings. It's really annoying. But, so you rush up. Now, you are not proficient with a two-handed weapon yet, so it is a straight D20 plus your strength.
Okay. Can I have? Yep.
Do you want this one?
I got this.
I got your red
I
one.
need a D. Yes, please.
I can't.
So you've used the bonus action to inspire yourself, so that's one of your inspiration dice if you want to
Yes.
use it against the attack.
This. And then to.
And then the swing is a second separate
It'd
one.
be so good if this works. So that's
5 plus your strength
12,
makes it 8. Plus 2, 10, 15.
15.
Its armor class is 15.
Yeah!
As Blue just comes charging in. So what would you do? What happens?
So, but this works. Shall I see if it actually pushes him? Well, it will do because it's 5 foot from the edge.
So it's 5 foot from the edge right now.
Okay, right. I'll roll to attack. So I come, and then as I kind of slam the sword into him, I then shoulder barge him
Yeah.
and do not a great deal, but so I push him 7 feet, and I do in total 7, 8, 9. But it's not proficient, so I do it. So 9 points.
9 points. Okay. With that impact, you just
10.
run in and you
3 plus 4 is 7,
slam your
and
weapon.
3 is 10.
10. Okay. You
All counts.
slam your weapon in. The slug is
Absolutely counts.
literally shoulder barged by Blue, half hitting it, half just falling into it. Flag, there's a crack as this creature is just shifted back. Now it has. Okay, you see it just push itself over. It is going to try and make a dexterity check to hang on. It just about does. You can see just the edge of it grabs into the banister as the rest sort of flips like a skateboard, just thwack on the side of the deck. It's the wrong way round. It is upside down, hanging off the edge of the deck, but it is still technically there.
Does that mean it's prone?
It is at the moment,
It's
yeah,
turns next.
because of where it is.
Turns next.
Oh, come on. But it is its turn. It was so close. It was so close. It pulls itself back up.
Fine.
We're all
Because it's got, it pulls itself back up. Well, actually, no. What it's going to do is it's going to try and move itself around the side of the deck. So, Aubrey, you get an attack of opportunity
Oh, sweet. Okay.
as it goes across.
Surely Blue would as well.
No, it's because it's on the edge, right? Oh wait, Blue was quite close to the edge.
I could
right?
use my reaction to move up to it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well,
Also,
in
if
that
it was
case,
knocked over the side, wouldn't Aubrey and I get an attack?
no, because it's still next to you technically.
Yeah.
But
Shit.
If it's moving.
so, Blue, where are you moving? Are you moving to the edge or are you staying there?
Yeah, as part of my thing, I'd move up
Okay,
to
right, fine. So it's going to move around. It's going to remain in sort of
Melee range of me.
melee range of you and Blue. And
Okay.
it's going to sort of pop up by the side of Theren.
So it would
In
be
fact, actually,
hit.
no, it would go to that. It's going to go for its last Hail Mary. So, Aubrey, you get an attack opportunity.
I do.
And Blue, you do as well.
If you have any
But you've
remaining...
got your two-handed weapon equipped.
Yeah, and you've got your inspiration.
Have I? Okay.
Did you use it already? You used it.
I can't remember.
You used it.
I think you gave me another one, but I'm just going to leave it for now.
Yeah, I gave
I'm going to leave it for now.
You can only give one at a time.
Yeah.
after she used the first
Hang
one.
on, sorry.
It's over 15.
It is over 15.
20.
Is it over 15?
It is over 15, but I'm trying to think of whether I should use luck or not. Ugh. No, I won't. I'll keep it.
Right,
That's
what
what
did you get to hit?
For me, it'd be a unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Roll for damage. Blue?
I got 16 plus whatever.
Yeah, hits. Roll for damage.
That's an 8 slashing damage.
8.
And I got 7.
7. Oh, you just do it! There's a moment where it pulls itself into its full height, and again that cold aura begins to bellow round and start unleashing onto the deck. Aubrey, you slam your axe desperately, and Blue, just in a sort of swing, you manage to hit right where Aubrey's axe just hit. You cleave it in half as it flops back, and the whole thing crashes into the sea. And you're out of initiative.
Hey, I'm getting pretty good at this.
Well fucking done.
Blue, I'm going to give you one lesson in two-handed sword for that. That was fantastic. In fact, you know what?
That's
I'm going to
entirely
go
do it.
just because
That
it was
was-
such a ridiculous thing. I'm going to give you an inspiration as well.
Yay!
For the two-handed charge push
Inspiration.
off
That
the
was
edge of the ship.
amazing.
That is well done.
Risking the life of the party. Inspiration.
I walk over to Aubrey and I cast another Cure Wounds on her.
Do you get stuff as well because it's died? 'Cause of the...
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, give me hit points back.
3 hit points, or is it 3 plus your charisma? I forget.
Isn't it my level plus my charisma?
No.
I genuinely.
You're the warlock.
I use this spell. I use that
I'm
spell.
gonna roll. Could you check, please?
I think it's your warlock level plus charisma.
So it'd be 4. Also, enjoy.
You see the
It's
captain.
spellcasting's proficiency, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy 10 hit points.
You're very welcome.
I mean, if we have a short rest, I can...
You see Captain Sarcher moves herself over to the side of the deck. She kind of comes between Aubrey and Blue, puts a one-handed Blue's shoulder, one hand over Aubrey's. You can see she's sort of panting. There's actually, Aubrey, you feel like a familiar sort of staticky energy around her as the sort of two of you. She sort of looks at you for a second and sort of looks down at the side of the ship, sees the fact that it's gone, just spits over the side.
Please tell me you've got alcohol in this vessel.
I would very much like a drink right now.
I've got alcohol. We've got. Right. She sort of cuts herself. You guys got any more healing? I am tangled right now. Fill it.
Second, I'll do another second level.
Maybe he uses it when he likes you. You know.
She gets plus 5, 16.
Wow. Okay.
How are you guys
She's
doing?
close to full health now.
Don't worry about me. I walk over to Aubrey,
Yeah.
put both my hands on her shoulders. That was
Kiss me.
That was amazing. And while my hands are on there, I use lay on hands, and she gets 15 hit points back.
Oh shit.
Very good.
Let's fill that.
Oh no, she doesn't. She gets 20 back
Nice.
because I leveled up.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Slightly.
You can see the captain now. She actually
But you
just steps
emptied
back
mine.
from Philip's aggressive assault on her, but she's sort of looking at her wounds, and they are totally gone. She is almost fully healed now. And she's sort of looking good. All right, that's yeah, fair play.
Wipe a bit of blood from my mouth.
Do you need any?
I need a sleep. There's one I need. Are you all right? Do you need more?
She's genuinely looking at us. Yeah, I'm fine. Wow.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Where's the rest of the crew? Are they okay?
You see them sort of, we're here, and you see them sort of just like sort of huddling out. It's like the captain looks at you. They are instructed to hide. We're the fighters here.
Yeah.
We don't want them dying, otherwise we'll be stuck in this sea
I know,
forever.
but
Captain.
we almost died.
Captain, I need to ask this now. You've done this voyage before, yes?
Yes.
this has been somewhat of a frequency of attacks.
Well,
Would you describe it as normal, or is this...
we see things every 3 days, but I mean, you can get lucky. We've had trips we haven't come across anything. We've come across trips where we've had an attack every day. It's just, this is unfortunately Xerieos. It is just the nature of the seas.
I want
But
to
these
know...
creatures, I've not seen these before. This is strange creatures.
I want to know if something that the nobles have brought on board may be bringing these attacks on us.
She just looks over. That is... Huh. But no, they wouldn't.
Are you sure of that? I mean, you're the
No,
one...
of course
You're
I'm
the
not
one
sure.
who's-
I've got no idea what's going on.
Well, you're the one who's spoken to him the most. What's happened when you've been in there?
Being frank, I haven't spoken to Lady Riverwall once. It's just Carmian. He just sits and he talks for hours and hours, just asking me about what do I know about the island, what do I know about this, what do I know about that, what do I know about this, he's just fascinated by. He just keeps asking the same thing, even though I say I don't know anything. He'll just ask and ask and ask and ask, as if I'm going to remember something. It's it's strange. And it's just sort of like looks over the side of the ship. There's this fog. Sorry, just mind me a second. Mirabelle, and calls her over, just like, get up the crow's nest. We're gonna steer ourselves out of this fog. I don't like this. We'll have to take a diversion. I don't want to sail through this anymore. And she sort of nods. And you see the crew getting ready to sort of move the sails. She looks at you. We're not turning back, but we're gonna go around whatever this is. I don't want to be sailing into this for any longer than we have to, just in case there are more of those creatures. I mean, I'm feeling fine now, but I mean, you guys look a bit. Apart from this one, sort of gives below a chef.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Keep going all day, couldn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Very good.
I'm gonna make Liamon's hut.
I also need a drink.
Wonderful.
I think, Captain, in the interests of... Theren's trying to talk and this is happening in the corner of his vision. I think, Captain, in the interests of the safety of the lives of every member of this crew, if you could stop doing that for 1 second, it would really help.
There's 10 minutes more.
She sort of leads you to the other side of the deck.
I think we need... I'm trained to find artifacts of a magical nature, and my comrade here is well versed in dealing with them. I think enough is enough. We need to see what they have inside that cabin.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh shit. What's in that cabin?
15. She sort of nods. No, your suspicions are founded. My problem is that they're very well paying individuals, that there is a certain amount of respectability, and I'll be honest, the contract I've got with Adventurers Guild, it's the sort of contract that I've built up to over a long period of time, and it pays very well. I don't want to mess it up particularly, and the instructions were to leave them alone. But it doesn't mean I don't agree with you. We just got to be a bit careful about this.
Captain, I absolutely understand what you're saying. Now, our issue here is not one of endangering any contract you may have. In fact, we are, frankly, on quite good terms with the Guildmaster. He will ask us how this went, and I will, of course, mention your capability, how important you are, how we would be dead right now if you weren't here.
Well, I don't know about that, but...
No, you were
No.
you were instrumental in that battle.
Yeah.
Been enough to know when someone is. My only concern here is getting through this journey. Aubrey, I'm sure you agree.
Yeah. Yeah. I want off this boat soon as.
It's not that bad a boat.
It's not that bad a boat, but we need to, for all of our own reasons, we need to get to that island,
Yeah.
do our job, and get back.
No, I agree. They have my quarters effectively, so it's a small inside of the ship. There's only a couple of rooms in there, but they have quarantined off my quarters and they keep the outdoor locked. I'm invited in every now and then. I shall go in. I shall see what I can find. It's strange, Lady Riverwood. I haven't Riverwall. I haven't seen her once. She remains in her room, locked. I only see Carmian, but I will see what I can find. We need to know what's going on. I agree. This whole thing is a fool's errand. You must have heard tales of Mount Arnan before. Nobody's found anything. People have been there multiple times, and they come back empty-handed. The place is it's covered in dangers because no one lives there, but nothing of importance. People have gone looking for things all the time.
Captain.
Don't get me wrong, there is something in this that I don't trust as well. The money is what brings me here, and trust me, I want to survive this as much as you do with my ship. That's the most important thing, and you are a very important part of that. We will get through this.
We don't want your ship to be in any more danger either.
No.
Ask Captain Grumac. We fought to our last to keep the Athena going.
You know Grumac?
Yes, he's I would almost say a friend.
He's a bit of a prude. But he's alright.
So you have history.
Just a couple of drinking sessions, nothing particularly. I've never been out on the sea with him.
Is that an innuendo?
Don't be jealous, Blue.
Captain, we want your ship to keep going. Believe me, we do. We just need to make sure that everything is safe.
Yeah. Well, what would you recommend? I would say at our current rate, we'll probably be there in 2 days.
If you can get us into that cabin, we know what we're looking for.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. But you mustn't do anything that would jeopardize the contract. It's a lot of money. And I'm not saying that money isn't everything. Our lives are important. I agree with you on that. But let's not go voiding the contract for any unnecessary reason.
Then if
right?
I may give you a line or so to help. She is of House Amblecrown.
Audible sigh.
Bit of the blank expression on her face.
I don't even look.
I take out the order symbol. I'm from the order. And also my expression.
Natural 20, shovels, all about that. You're from the Order?
I know that the order has an outpost on Mount Arnan.
She sort of takes a step back. Are you with official business with the Order?
No.
Hang on. Why are you here? Forgive me, but you are considered in these parts to be very much the enemy. I mean, if we knew the Order would be on a trip like this, we would not have... I mean, it all makes sense now. Trust me, somebody who can light their sword up in white flames and smite ghosts and slugs, it's got to be fairly impressive divine power.
I am here.
I didn't have you as an Order.
I am here as...
You're too normal. You're not...
Snort.
You're not a bigot. I'll put it that way.
Is that drink coming anytime soon?
I say this in the best possible way, but I've met members of the Order before, and they have not been kind to me or my kind.
It's unimportant. Look, I'm here as a personal favour to a friend. The point is that Aubrey and I, we have a talent for this. We can go in there, we can see what is what and what's wrong, and we can work with it. But we need your help to get in there. And for where we're going, for what I know of Mount Arnan, the two of us, as well as Blue, would be incredibly useful there for our prospective talents.
Make a persuasion check, but with disadvantage. Fuck! Because you've mentioned the Order, her hackles are up.
Hang on, I can vouch for him. You're right. From what I've heard of the Order, they are bigots. He's alright though.
He's on a gap year!
He is
How-
literally on a gap year.
Is he
Gap
is he a member or not? I don't understand.
something-
You're saying he's on his own personal business. The order doesn't do personal business.
It's a complicated thing, but currently he believes it's some sort of experience. He's not with them currently. Call it a worldwide experience. Something like a gap year, yeah.
Oh, sabbatical.
Oh, that's the word.
Okay.
I can vouch.
Right, make a persuasion check.
It's like a pterodactyl. It's a sabbatical.
No! 9.
Look, I hear what you're saying.
I vouched for you.
We
I know,
will
you did a good job, thank you.
leave it to me. I will sort it. I will work out what's going on. Just the three of you. I need you to stay alert.
Fine.
Get yourselves rested. We're gonna get to the mountain. We'll find what we find, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Fine.
Fine.
She said another.
Yeah.
Right. Sort of
Have you
pokes her
finished
head
the
in.
Macarena?
She pokes her head into the bubble.
Hey.
Doing well.
Yeah.
It's quite nice in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need that drink.
It's
Keep it warm.
it's alright, isn't it? I think where I sleep is it's warmer. She sort of leaves.
That's nice.
But that blew that.
No, we need him for the hut. He can't go inside.
That was an invitation. Wait, hang on. That was an invitation.
With yeah, exactly. With Theren there.
Yeah, with 18
No, you
plus 2, so yes.
Stay here.
I mean,
Hang on, that was an insight of a natural 20. Would he know if that was an invitation?
You get strong hints that there was
That's-
more to that comment than was superficially said.
Aubrey.
I'm cold. I'm tired.
Yes, but if we take the attention away from how you're feeling
No.
to our friend,
It's not all about you.
It is all about me.
this isn't Aubrey's big boat adventure.
But it feels like it now. We're on a big boat.
Go. Unless you don't like women, and that's also fine.
So,
Just go and talk to her.
I'll talk to you in the morning.
No, talk to her
No,
now.
guys.
Blue.
Mm,
Go on.
no.
Go.
Go.
Alright, if you don't
Okay.
go,
I won't teach you how to use it. Yeah.
Hey.
I pull some tarpaulin over Aubrey and
Oh, fuck off.
You just hear a night, everybody, from the other side. Captain, and it's sort of the tent being zip closed.
No.
Still go.
She was joking.
No, I don't think
The
so.
crew again have been put on night watch, and the three of you are left to your evening.
knock on the tent flap.
You can't knock on tarpaulin.
Then you
You
just
can
go
say
in.
knock knock.
Fuck it, I'll go in if I have to. So it's warmer in there, right? I go in.
So, you make your way over to the captain's tarpaulin.
Damn straight.
No, don't you be
Knock
embarrassing.
it.
No, let's go straight in.
Just go straight in.
Yeah, of course I do.
Fair enough. You go straight in. There's a
See, I
very
don't approve of methods. but you should-
bemused looking captain
Hello.
sat on a sort of stool watching the edge of the tent.
Lingerie.
Hello. Look, he's thinking about it, so I've gone in to make him think. I don't know, make him jealous. I don't know. I just came in here 'cause it's warmer in here. You said.
Thank you, Aubrey.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I appreciate.
I think we're all reading a little bit too much into this, right? Let's we've
I'm
all had a big battle.
sorry.
We've all had a big battle.
Look, I'm cold. Can
Let's
I
all
sit
go
here?
to bed.
I plan to. Here. I'm cold.
Get back to your bubble, Aubrey. The crew will be back in here in a few
bubble's
hours.
cold. Fine. Okay.
All right.
I go to leave, and then I go out. I blow a kiss and go out. I wander up for you.
I've recreated the bubble, but set it so that Aubrey cannot come back in.
Okay. So what does that mean?
That's
then?
very funny.
What happens?
That's very funny.
Boom. Boom.
Blue, blue, blue.
Blue, let her back in.
Okay. Vroom.
Then I have to spend 10 minutes recreating.
I want it known that I made him do this.
I tried. I'll go to sleep.
Okay.
How
The
many
three of you are
spell
left
slots have
to
you used?
restore your bubble. Have a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
To which you do. You get your health points back. You get
I'm
your
not going
spell
to
slots
seduce someone with no bardic inspiration, okay? She already fancies you.
Yeah,
Half the
you're
groundwork's
fine.
done.
Yeah.
That's advantage on all seduction rolls.
back. So, can everybody give me a perception check? The next day dawns. You go back to your rotors.
Natural
Oh,
20.
Natural
Nice.
20. What does it matter? Yeah. Aubrey.
That's a 17.
17. Blue.
Perception 17.
You all did fairly well. Yeah, the day goes past with very little incident.
Slugs.
The cold weather. The boat takes a detour. You feel yourself being pulled east and then sort of round whatever this cold patch was and then turns back to the south. And quite quickly the mist seems to sort of evaporate, especially in the midday sun. A warmer day actually the next day, and whatever traces of this mist, they disappear, almost to be seen off the right hand side of the boat perhaps, but you're not sure. It's just off the side.
At one point during the day, I would like to give Aubrey a health potion.
Okay. You've been marking down health potions. that you've-
Yeah, I got rid
Yep.
of this check.
Yep.
Perfect. How many have we got left? You've got one. Theren, you've got two.
I got 2.
Two. I still got a lot. Need to throw more at them.
No. Thank you.
As the boat makes its way through the next day with very little happening. It's the day after that you start noticing the birds. The seagulls and the other sort of migratory island-based birds start appearing round the boat and sort of following it and being seen in the sky that you know land is approaching. Maybe sort of midday, 2-3 o'clock on the horizon to the front of the ship, you see Mount Arnan. And from a distance it looks very unspectacular, almost like a sort of pyramid against the horizon. Just a large triangular shape of grey against the sort of dim grey sea and the dim grey sky. As you start to get closer and closer, the mountain starts to draw into its full height and you realise the size and scale of it. Yibret being a large rock in the sea, but this is a mountain. This is tall. 2 kilometres tall, stretching into the sky. It's steep banks, breaking into the sea at all sides. There doesn't appear to be flat land around it. The surrounding sea doesn't appear to be punctuated by any sort of natural phenomenon at all. No rocks, no islands. It is just one mountain perching from the sea. Mm-hmm. You have reached Mount Arnan. The captain makes her way to the deck. She sort of looks at you and goes, well, here we are. Our mysterious adventure begins in earnest. We're gonna... Well, there are no harbours here. There's no civilization here, so we'll be effectively anchoring the boat offshore. We'll be taking a small rowing boat there. I will be looking after the boat, making sure that nothing happens to it with the crew. The 3 of you will be escorting Lady Riverwall and Carmion, and we'll see what you find. I haven't found anything. I was called in for chats the night before. He keeps asking about the island. Just silly questions about rock formations, or have I seen this beach? Have I seen the standing stones? Have I seen this? And I've never been here before. I've got no idea what he's talking about. But he keeps asking the same questions over and over as if it's going to somehow lead to knowledge. It's very strange. But he asked if the 3 of you would be accompanying them, which I assume you're perfectly up for it.
Was that part of the arrangement?
That was the
Yes.
arrangement, yes.
Yes, unfortunately so. You're very much on babysitting duty here. There is a week before we are due to set sail, so if you can try and make sure that she gets back here by that point, that would be great. All I can get from them is that they are looking for civilization. That's all I know. There's nobody that lives on this island. It's been charted many times. It's been visited many times. There's nothing here.
I know of one group that lives
Yeah.
here.
Sure, it's not just signs of civilization. Actual civilization.
Well,
Did it say any names, perhaps?
no, it hasn't mentioned anything to me. Just
Can we speak
that's
to
all.
him?
Well, I'm sure you'll get all the time you need. You'll be embarking with him soon. He's still in his room at the moment.
Joy.
He's after I don't know what it was. After our conversation, the lock on the door, it's more than mechanical. He seems to have put some sort of magical lock on the door. Even I couldn't get in.
I'm very good with locks.
Aubrey, are you going to smash my door down?
Not yet.
Well then,
What she means is no.
it's a very expensive piece of wood. I'll have
No,
you know.
not yet.
No.
Fine. Right, we'll make it so,
I laugh.
have you got all your supplies? Do you have everything you need?
Yes.
Any other questions?
How did
Well,
he seem, this Carmen guy? When he's asking questions, did he just seem inquisitive or nervous?
They're
or-
jittery.
Yeah.
I'm excited but jittery. Just
They know something.
full of
we don't.
energy, but
But asking the same questions over and over.
yeah, it's very strange.
Loony.
Not loony.
Yeah. Interesting.
Arguably highly intelligent.
Yes, but the definition of madness is doing the same thing more than once and expecting a different outcome.
It's not the actual definition, Blue. We studied it in the order. It's,
Would you say, Captain? Would you say if he's dangerous? Do you think he could?
I don't know, but I've seen the three of
Doesn't
you
matter.
equate yourselves. Just be on
That's
edge,
what you say.
be ready for anything, and I'm sure he'll be fine. He's a paying customer. I don't think he'd pay us so much money to take us here and then attack us. It just wouldn't make any sense. The money's been delivered to the Adventurers Guild. It's not like he's already given the money. It's
He is a
Doesn't make any
spellcaster. We've seen him do spells.
Yeah.
It's also
I
a
mean,
long
Lady
way to go
Riverwall-
if you fancy a murder.
yeah. Lady Riverwall she's an established and well-known member of the Ybrit upper classes.
Who no one has ever seen.
Seeing.
Well, I've never seen her.
Have you met anyone who has?
I never thought to ask. I'll be honest, I didn't realise she'd be so hidden before she got on the boat.
It's fine. You just
We do the week. If we run into any of the order, I will talk. Let's hope we don't.
Otherwise, I'll talk.
If it comes to blows,
I'd rather it didn't.
Okay.
okay.
There is a... Let's just say it's not done. You don't attack a brother or a sister. So...
Hmm.
You don't attack. Okay.
But what if
That's
they attack us?
Guilty by association is still guilty, Aubrey.
What if they attack us?
fine. They
She's
do interrupt adventures.
Which is why I'm hoping that I'll be able to talk to them first.
Okay.
Okay.
This mission has to succeed.
Find abandoned fortress. Avoid the order. Weak with a upper class lady. Easy.
Sail home,
Oh yeah. Escape.
and she gets freedom,
Hmm.
and you two get money.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Should we go?
Yep.
Hmm.
How long
Perfect.
do you think, Gavin?
So, it takes about half an hour for the ship to
Oh,
pull
wow.
sort
That
of
was great.
towards. The island, it's the scale of it. It's quite imposing. The closer you get, the larger it seems to get without really getting much closer. It's very optically confusing. But eventually, you are pulled to the side of it where the ship is laid anchor. Again, it's just a huge sort of mountain pulling into the sky. The tops of it already snow gathering towards the top. You can see the wisps of clouds being pushed against the top, but nothing like you've ever seen before. Taller than the sort of the hills around Applebury, taller than the mountains that the citadel sort of is composed on.
Even taller than his tower.
Taller. Yeah, it's a huge entity.
Euphemism.
Eventually, a rowing boat is prepared. You about 250 feet away from the shore, you can see the waves lapping into the beach on the side of Mount Arnan, and you were lowered into the boat, handed oars, and the captain just sort of winks you off and goes, "Well, they'll see you there."
What?
They.
Well, Lady Riverwall, Damien. Apparently, they don't need a boat. It's wizard nonsense, I'm
What?
assuming.
Is this a surprise?
Apparently, Lady Riverwall does not want to get into anything smaller than this boat, which, to quote her, is a disgusting piece of shite.
I thought you hadn't met her.
Yeah.
I get many messages relayed to me through Damien. He's very, very vocal.
Oh. All right.
It sounded absolutely insufferable.
Okay.
Yes.
Did I'm guessing they know what we look like.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes. Well, Carmian has introduced himself.
Yeah.
He's judged you massively all, I'm sure, and then disappeared under deck.
Yeah.
Joyous, right, let's go, shall we?
Yeah.
Three of you, Pax and Toad, all your equipment. You make your way over into the rowing boat and you start rowing yourselves towards the banks of Mount Arnan. As the boat is beached onto the side of the ground of the boat and will start getting out, there's a disturbance in the air as almost a sort of pushing out of nothing, a sort of rip in the air, comes the figure of Damien, his black, long, very intricate coat sort of wishing in the breeze, one hand just a finger aloft in this huge familiar box containing Lady Riverwall as they erupt from nowhere and step onto the beach, and he settles it down. So he looks at you and goes, well, go on then. Find somewhere to set up camp. We'll be here a week. I don't want to be camping in the middle of the open.
Should we not go up the mountain a bit first?
Well, yes, go find somewhere.
You know,
I've
come in
got
with
to look after Lady Riverwall. Come on, go on your keep. Go find somewhere
Surely
to camp.
you know what you're looking for specifically now. We're here to make sure that you don't
Well, we
die.
know why we're here, but we don't know where to camp. We're respectable fellows. We don't know where we're going to be burning twigs and killing rabbits. It's none of our business.
Have you ever been camping?
No! God, I wouldn't be here if I could help it.
It shows.
Thank you. Now go. Come on. And he sort of starts like knocking and sort of patting the box.
Guess we're now bodyguards and survival experts.
We head up, we find a place to camp, and let's just do it. It's a week. We can tolerate a week.
Okay. You gonna go that direction? I can go this direction?
I think splitting up is a terrible idea.
Okay.
Yep.
It only happens in horror novels.
So there are sort of. I'll make a perception check from me actually. As you're coming in and from what you can see now, everybody.
Yeah.
Make a perception check from me.
16.
Ooh, no.
13.
So 13,
4.
4,
Mm-hmm.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Okay.
Listened.
There seem to be sort of three rough ways to go from where you are.
Convenient.
You've got straightforward up the mountain to try and find somewhere a little bit higher. You can see the sides of the mountains become quite cliffy and ragged. Perhaps there are caves, perhaps there are places to hide in there. It's similar to the sort of thing you found on the Beggar's Bowl, you're not sure from this height. It seems to be one massive entity rather than lots of different hills in the Beggar's Bowl, but it's an option. To the right, going anti-clockwise around the island, there seems to be boulders, jagged boulders and sort of heaped rock, as if a landslide of some kind has rolled down the hill or mountain and into the sea. And to the left, looking that way, you see almost what appears to be almost looks like the edge is sort of like a maybe wooden shack or house of some kind, sort of buildings, outbuildings of some kind.
Well, done it. Science is civilization.
The outbuildings could be the order.
What was your perception check?
16.
16. You don't see any signs of life from what you can see. There's no smoke or anything like that. But it's very difficult at this time, at this distance.
Do you want to go ahead? We can hang back.
We can always go invisible.
You know, I very much get a feeling you don't like me sometimes.
No, just, do you want to go ahead?
Fine, I'll scout
You
ahead.
sure you don't want to jump ahead?
Fine.
Well, if you see the order, you'll recognise him straight away, right?
Yes.
Me and Blue will wait here.
Fine.
Cool.
I'll go up to the checks.
Okay. So you start making yourself clockwise around the island
Yep.
towards the building.
As soon as he's out of sight, I go, Blue, can you make me invisible?
I think this is a good idea.
100%.
Carmian sort of looks over briefly. What are you doing? And then sees you disappear. He goes, oh, whatever. I don't care.
Better scouting if you're invisible.
Yes, you do. Whatever. And sort of, you can see him just sort of starting to rest his ear against the box again.
Carmian, can I ask you something?
What?
Something I've been meaning to ask these two. If you had a badger with a crossbow, or a bear...
Stop disturbing me. Go away.
Okay.
I'm sneaking towards the box.
Make a stealth check.
And I was trying to distract him.
Jesus Christ.
Does my,
No, I've got a look. I'm going to roll it
does
again.
my distraction give her advantage at all? No.
I've used a look.
No, sorry.
Oh,
So there's a 1 and a
Do you
2.
want to use another? Do you want to use another?
There's a 1 and a 2.
no,
Can't
I'm
use 2.
gonna keep that as 4.
4.
Sorry, yeah, 4.
4. But you're invisible.
5. Sorry, I realised 5. Yeah.
So, you make your way.
Oh, it was such
You
a
start
good
creeping
idea.
towards the box.
Good.
You get about 5 feet to 10 feet closer to the box than you were. And suddenly, Carmian's head sort of whips around in your direction and goes, David, stop it! Go look for shelter, both of you. You can be invisible all you want, but if you start lurking around here, there will be
Oh,
repercussions.
sorry, I got mixed up.
Yes, well, I'm a spellcaster, aren't I? So I will muck it up. Go on, go away.
Fine, I stalk off. Still invisible. Somewhere else.
Just sad footprints in the sand.
I will continue my questioning later.
As Theren, you make your way towards the outbuildings.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Oh!
Pick it up next time. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Oh.
Thank you, Blondie.
Bye.
Bye!